We live.
Sipping on the mic and shit. My bad.
Everybody got all quiet.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we live.
I'm just adjusting my camera.
All right, there we go. What's going on, people? How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of Press Start Podcast, episode 76. I hope everybody is having a great afternoon. We got a lot of good topics, interesting topics to talk about. As you guys can see, we're on Erica's page today because your boy got a copyright strike, and we're going to get into that a little bit later during the podcast. But before we even do introductions, I just want to, have a little bit of a moment of silence for the mass shooting in Florida, Jacksonville. 11 people were injured, 2 people died. Very, very tragic. It kind of drives the narrative about, gaming and mass shootings. And I really hate that narrative. Mental illness is a real thing. And, I really feel bad for the people who are involved and their families. So I just want to have a quick moment of silence for that. All right, so let's go ahead and do the introductions real quick. We're going to start it off with Jack Move Johnny. Say what up.
What's going on, everybody? Crazy fucking week, but we here. we got a lot to talk about, man. Let's get into it.
J Main.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy J Main back checking in with the podcast. I wasn't here last week, and a funny thing spawned from the whole hardhead being in my spot, the whole hard main thing. I thought that was pretty funny. But from now on, don't let that baldhead motherfucker fill in for me ever again, because I have a hairline reputation to keep up, and he can't fill in with a hairline.
Man.
So,
Damn, dog.
Shout out to Hardhead, man. He always comes through when we need him. I really appreciate that, man.
Facts.
We got Alex. Say what up, Alex.
What's up, everybody? Today we are retiring the term Sony Pony.
Oh shit!
And we're going to be replacing it with the Sony Swallower.
Oh, boy. That sounds vulgar, Alex.
There have been a lot of people swallowing Sony on my timeline, and y'all been swallowing so much, y'all forgot how to see.
Damn.
Oh,
So
boy.
we're going to start with that today, and that's because
That's how you're feeling today, Alex?
That's how we're doing it.
Okay.
Came for the
We
smoke.
We got a special guest. Hasn't been on the podcast in a bit. BG. Say what up, BG.
Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sure. I ain't say shit since I came in. I was like, I don't know.
Did you get an intro before Erica?
You see how
I
professional
noticed that. I'm
Oh
waiting to
my
see
god!
Chivalry is dead, man.
Yo, you see?
Oh, that's
You
wild.
see how professional I started this podcast on? Then we got the second wheel man that pulls up. Yeah, is my mic on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, BG, what's
Not
up?
even ready for the podcast.
Don't try to distract from the fact that you disrespected Erica. Okay,
That's
Chivalry
a
is
fact.
clearly dead.
He did.
Oh, did I miss Erica?
Oh my god!
No, you didn't mention you saving it for last.
Listen to y'all.
You were saving it for last, Kofi.
No, saving it for last. I'll save it
best
for
for
last.
last.
Best
I'll
for
save
that what
the
it
best for
is?
last. Facts, Jack. Facts. I didn't miss
Alright.
nothing.
I like
I
that.
didn't miss nothing.
Nice recovery.
That put Beyblades to shame with that spin. But go ahead.
Go ahead, BG. Do your introduction, bro.
Yeah, you already know. Weapon Wheel in the house represent. Well, technically, Weapon Wheel is always in here because Jack, you set tripping, but I ain't.
Oh, man.
That's all right though. It's cool. But yeah,
Spooky.
you already know who it is.
And Erica, go ahead and do your introduction,
Man,
please.
I'm over here hosting the podcast.
Thank
on
you
my
for hosting the
channel
podcast as
and
well.
at my home right now. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, but we're here. And again, condolences to the families of the victims. Just horrible, horrible tragedy. And yeah, so let's try and talk games and talk about good things.
I think my mic is.
Yeah, once again, thank you, Erica, for hosting the podcast while in my time of need. Hopefully we get things resolved really soon and get back to my channel. But until then, we'll probably be over here, and I'll upload the podcast to my channel right after his live stream. I'm gonna rip and post it there. So you guys come by. If you didn't finish watching it, you can watch it there too. All right. The Press Start Podcast is also on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. Make sure you go check that out. And consider checking out our our Patreon as well if you want to support us further. All right, so let's get into the topics. I want to start off.
Oh shit.
What's up, Jamie?
Nah, I'll get into it when we get there.
Okay. Let's talk about Streets of Rage 4. I want to get the smaller announcements out the way before we talk into the big stuff. So let's talk about Streets of Rage 4. Is anyone here familiar with this series? I know we got some older gamers. You know, I'm a young lad, so you know I'm not very experienced with this franchise. So let's hear from Alex. Alex, what do you think about the announcement of Streets of Rage 4?
Well, from what I heard, the original composer for Streets of Rage is not going to be doing the music for this. I don't know. It looks kind of weird. It's got like this neon vibe kind of deal to it. And when I think of Streets of Rage, I think of one of the best beat 'em ups basically ever made. So to call it number 4, I think you'd have to really bring in a lot of the original people to work on it and do it, or at least try to make it as, not respectful, but I would say at least as close to the originals as possible, which is what really made them great in the first place. But I hope it's good, because if not, then that's going to be a really big shame. But, you know, we'll see. It's got a different style. I'm not really into it right now, but the music isn't really hitting me where Streets of Rage hit me before either, and hopefully things really do come together with that title, because that game does have a big spot in my heart for when I was a kid, like 8 or 9. So hopefully it's good. If not, that'll be a shame.
Yeah.
All right. Jack, do you actually have any experience with this game or this franchise?
Played Streets of Rage as a young lad. Like our friends had the game. I didn't have the game personally. Just go over there, play it on their Genesis or whatnot. But the new one, I believe, is made by .emu. You know, the same people that remade what the fuck was that game called? The Dragon Trap, Monster Boy. Ain't that what's called? Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy, yeah,
Wonder Boy and the Dragon's Trap. They remade that game, so they have a little experience with remaking or bringing back older gaming franchises. The graphical, I kind of see what Alex saying with like the graphical art style. When I'm like, what the fuck? It looked okay. Kind of cartoony now. I saw the gameplay trailer, not really feeling the way they got this gameplay looking.
Yeah.
I might check it out when it come out, but might be a skip, man. It's looking like low-key skip right now. Can't lie to you, though.
J-Main, we're closer in age. Do you have any experience with Streets of Rage?
Yes. Absolutely have experience with Streets of Rage. Some of my earliest gaming memories are from Streets of Rage because I have 4 brothers. Some of y'all know, but that's like what we used to play back in the day. So I definitely was like excited to hear that they was coming out with another Streets of Rage. But I was kind of upset that they didn't show Skate in the reveal trailer. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with his character and if they're gonna be like doing like a surprise reveal for him. But other than that, I like what I saw. I'm excited to see an older franchise like this come back, especially something that some of my earliest gaming memories go back to playing Streets of Rage. So
yeah, for me on the Sega, it was all about Sonic and Mortal Kombat 2. We played that for so long.
Sonic was never a good game.
Here we go. Here we go.
No Sonic.
Sonic 2, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic CD, Sonic 3.
We didn't know better.
You've been hoodwinked,
bro. We didn't know better when we was younger, but I realize
those games were classics, and I don't want any Sonic slander.
You don't know. You don't actually believe that they were fire. You just thought that as a kid.
No,
the thing is this, Kirby. You played Green Hill Zone, and you went, "That was great," and then that was it.
My dude,
the rest of the game.
How I know those games are fire? Because jump into Sonic Mania, that game was amazing as well. I had a blast with Sonic Mania, so y'all can't tell me nothing. Classic Sonic.
Stop.
That shit was. You know what, BG? Give us your thoughts on Streets of Rage.
I only have mild experience with Streets of Rage. I played more Double Dragon than Streets of Rage.
Oh, okay.
I was Double Dragon type of lad, and so I don't. People always tell me Streets of Rage was better. I only played it mildly, so. But
they both have different styles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I played back in the day that was dope? Comic Zone. Now that was
oh yeah, I like that game.
That game was very, very interesting. Even now, like I wouldn't even mind seeing like a little bit of a remake to that game because that game was very interesting and like how you're jumping through like comic book scenes, and like I thought that shit was amazing. Back
Can we
then.
fix Contra? That'd be nice.
Oh, someone said Fighting Force also. I don't know if y'all played that. I played Fighting Force on PS1. That was fire.
Fighting
Fighting
Force.
Force was my shit. On
Anyone play Eternal Champions?
Ooh, no, I don't think I played that.
No one played Eternal Champions. I believe that's the title of the game.
Did you guys ever play the Bouncer?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bouncer? No, I never played.
So-
it.
Yeah, I played the bouncer.
Like my summer of when I think when the PS2 first came out was Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory blaring in my room while playing the Bouncer at the same time, and it was perfect.
Nice.
That's a song.
You was really
Yeah.
going through it back then.
Now, I was just talking about like beat 'em up games, and I was wondering if like we still had a space in today for them to bring those things back. Like I know there's still some out there, but like a popular name like a Fighting Force or Streets of Rage, if they was gonna ever touch those again and bring them back, and
Yeah.
seems like the excitement might be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Segue into bringing back games. Capcom
Woo!
seems to be on a little.
Yeah, what are they
Forgot
doing?
me again,
Seems to be.
Oh no.
Wait, you know why? Because you know why, Erica? Because you blocked in the picture.
You know what? I'm trying to get rid of that thing in the corner on my
the corner,
video.
the corner,
I
you're
don't know how to
blocking
do
the
it.
picture. So
Yeah.
I always miss you. I apologize.
It's like I'm not even
No,
here to
seriously.
this
Yeah.
man.
Yo,
Oh,
I
no.
promise you on my
Shit
screen,
crazy.
she's blocked on the
No, I
screen.
know
with
what
that
you're
little
talking about. I see
icon.
what you're talking
So
about.
Yeah, it is looking a little weird.
All right, so I apologize, Erica.
But
Again.
it's
I
all
won't forget you
good.
again.
It's
Streets
all
of Rage
good.
4.
I don't have a whole lot to say. I did play it when I was growing up. I agree with Alex. It does look a little neon-ish. It looks a little weird, and I'm disappointed about the music. It's not going to be the
Yeah.
original game.
Looking at it again, it's almost kind of like a bad cell shading. Not even like a cell shading where you're like, that looks kind of cool like a comic. It's just like a really lazily neon cell shade. And it doesn't I think if it had like a style like Runer, I think it would look really cool. Or even I would even be cool with it looking almost even like Hotline Miami if they're going to go with the neon setting.
Right.
You know,
You might
like
as
that
well-
really pixel junk, fucking grimy
Yeah.
kind of shit would look really awesome. But, you know,
Like
I
if
don't know.
they're going to go into it, go
Like,
all the way in. Go
Yeah,
all the way in.
Go
yeah.
all the way. You know, like get the original composer, put him in there, and then just fucking make it dirty. Like make it a really grimy, dirty game. And I think that would be really cool.
Yep.
So we were segueing into another announcement from Capcom, and I was just saying that is Capcom like hitting their stride lately? Because with Monster Hunter World selling over 10 million copies, they got Resident Evil 2 remake looking absolutely amazing. Devil May Cry 5 is looking
Bag, my nigga.
spectacular.
In the bag.
Now they're releasing Onimusha Warlords, a classic game that released on PS2 and Xbox. I was a real big fan of this franchise. I may still have my copy of this game on original Xbox. This game was definitely a classic when it came out and highly praised. I'm pretty sure the sequels weren't as good as the first one, so I'm glad that the first one is getting remastered. The people are wondering why they didn't do a trilogy. But I'm just glad that the first one is coming back. So Onimusha Warlords is coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch lit, and PC.
Oh, it's coming to Switch?
It's coming to Switch as well.
I
It better
thought-
come to Switch, man.
I
It'll
thought
come
it was
back.
only a Japanese version for the Switch.
Oh, really?
I saw
Japan.
Switch in the trailer.
Wow.
I saw
Oh, it was
Switch.
in the
Yeah,
trailer.
Switch.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Everybody's getting it. So that's dope. You know, I approve everybody's getting
Yeah.
it. And it's coming out January 15, 2019.
Wow.
BG, what's your thoughts on Onimusha coming out
Man.
again?
Listen, Capcom is in their bag, right? They've
Definitely.
been listening to your boy because I've been calling for a, Onimusha for a very long time. Next we're gonna see the obscure title Dino Crisis, right? Hopefully.
That'd be
Listen,
cool.
man, Capcom right now is on their Lil Wayne 08 tour, all right? They that tear Wayne was on in the late 2000s. That's what Capcom is on right now. They're giving us exactly what we want. They know what we want. I'm excited for Onimusha. That's one. I can't remember the year it came out, but I know that's one. I remember that's one of the main games I remember beating for when I got a PS2, and I was like I don't know, at that age, that game was a little bit creepy to me, probably because like
it was
creepy
It was.
only because I felt like the voice actors made it creepy. Like the demons talking and everything like that. It made it real creepy for me. So it scared me a little bit. The gameplay didn't, but the voice acting, like this is really good. So yeah, I love that game. I can't wait for it.
You know, I actually haven't played the game in a while, obviously. So I'm just curious if the controls still hold up. Hopefully they updated a little bit. You know, so we'll see. Anyone else here play Onimusha, Alex, Erica, Jack, Jamie?
Unfortunately,
None of you guys. Wow.
I only played the original Onimusha. I didn't really play the other ones. After the around that time in the PS2, I started getting into PC gaming a lot more. So that's when it kind of like petered off. So I'm really hyped about it. I have it emulated. I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'll play it there.
Definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. And I feel like this is Capcom testing the waters. Honestly,
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
they've been doing this pretty much with all their recent releases. Take it in the Mega Man collection. They've been dropping that. Then guess what we got next? Mega Man. Is it 9? I believe.
11.
11. Sorry. Mega Man 11. You see, like it seems like they're testing the waters for bringing back some of these classic games, and I think that's dope. So, if you're one of those people who are asking for like, yo, it would be dope to get a new Onimusha, maybe a reboot or something, I think you have to go out and support this game and show that there's an interest. Because if this remaster comes out and it completely flops, like really bad, do you think they'll be like, okay, let's reboot this franchise or let's make a sequel? I don't think so.
I think they're already working on it. My opinion.
Okay.
That could be
already working on it.
And they could
Maybe.
use the money. They could use the money from this port to help with the development and shit like
I
that.
hope so.
But damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, I just completely went blank.
Is it going to be the year of the samurai though?
Oh yeah, next year's looking like that.
2019.
People are calling it that.
Crazy, yeah.
And I love it. I love it.
I know
Because
some
it-
people have a problem with it though. Sorry, BG, go ahead.
No, because I was saying there's been such a long drought of like them type of games.
Yeah, action games.
Yeah.
Like real
Like-
sword action games.
Yeah, especially samurai theme. Now is like they're all coming back at once.
At
I'm
once.
so
yeah.
happy.
And that's why I think it was like the perfect time for them to do this, because we got Ghost of Tsushima, Neo, and stuff like that coming out, and it's like, Onimusha is the perfect time for them to put it out, see if people are interested in it still, and shit, go for it.
Yeah, and then it's going to be early too, like before those games. So
Oh, yeah,
I think that's a good choice.
I don't want to interrupt, but on the same train of ninjas and samurais, I want to thank Unforgiven for getting me a copy of The Messenger. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
yeah, that came out, yeah.
Nice.
Ooh,
Just-
Messenger. I heard that game's good.
Sent me a copy of it, so I want to say thank you, Unforgiven. That was not necessary, but thanks, bro.
Yo, shout out to Unforgiven. We do have some donations that we're not on my channel, so I freaking forgot about them. You know what I mean? I ain't pocketing the money. You know what I mean? Well, but Erica got her $20, so she cannot complain about her $20.
Oh man, The debt has
Sir
been
Joe.
paid.
Have I hit that yet? I don't know.
Don't we get
Joe.
1 cent though? Don't we get to split the 1 cent though? It's like 19.99 for Erica, 1 cent for the rest of us.
Oh, man.
That's all good.
I can read a couple if you
All
want.
right, go ahead. You
All
read them.
right, so the Raven Flow said, "Did Kofi introduce his daddy over Erica? Laud."
Oh boy.
Facts. Denny, what's up, Denny? Says just showing some support. Shout out to Denny. Sir Joel, he's a longtime supporter of mine. He says, first time I'm catching PSP live. Shout out to Erica for hosting. So yeah.
Shout out to Erica. I think is that
Those for
everybody?
now. There's a couple more. I don't know if you want. I can just do them.
Yeah, just do all of them.
Ant says, shout out to Erica. It's PSP memes. Get on the job.
Yeah, you're gonna be working real soon. my guy.
Yeah, you'll be working tonight.
man.
Oh man.
Excuse me.
Pause. All right, one more
Oh, my
from
goodness.
Ravenflow. Says if Onimusha sells well, we might get a sequel. So he's
Yeah.
excited.
I agree. BG believes that there might be one in the works right now, but I feel like this project has to do somewhat well. Sometimes games are being created and they get canned because of certain things. Maybe people are not interested. Since we're on the topic of Capcom, if you actually look at their lineage, the type of games that they have dropped in the past, what games would you like for them to revive? Since we're on this topic, I'll go first. There's one game that I want to really see come back. I would love to see a Rival Schools or a 3D Project Justice. I think that would be super dope. And a Beautiful Joe from
I hate it.
Capcom.
I've never understood why people like that game.
Really?
Beautiful
You
Joe.
never played a Beautiful Joe before?
I played it. I
Didn't
still
come your
didn't
bitch
get
ass
it.
make the game? No,
Beautiful.
man.
Yeah, he was the director for that joint.
So, anyone have any classic Capcom
I have
IPs?
one.
What is it?
One.
It has
There's
to be
only one
Capcom?
true answer,
Mhm.
and that's Power Stone.
Power Stone would be dope.
Power
That would
Stone.
be dope.
I don't know how it would be now, but back then I loved that game.
Yeah,
Can it be?
Yeah.
Can it be any IP now, or does that have to be Capcom?
Capcom.
Okay.
I'm going Dino Crisis. BG
Dino
already
Crisis.
mentioned, but I'm fucking with Dino Crisis though. I didn't know it was a Dino Crisis 3 until like a couple of years ago. That joint
Really?
was trash.
Yeah, that wasn't the one that
It
where
went
they went
in
outer space.
Yeah, they had a
Oh
Dino. I
my
didn't know.
God.
Yeah, they had a Dino Crisis 3 and they had a Crazy Taxi 3. I didn't know that. I'm like,
Mhm.
what the fuck? I think they was only on Xbox or some
to
shit.
put dinosaurs in space. Like that nigga was high, clearly.
Yeah, she was trash.
I see people in the chat. Bias Gamer says Lost Planet.
Lost Planet.
Shout out to you.
I played
I
the
wouldn't
first one,
mind
Lost
that.
Planet, but I
Yeah, the
fell
first
off
one was-
after that.
Yo,
pretty
3
good.
came out and nobody paid attention to it though.
Yeah,
Like,
it was,
people
yeah.
didn't
I
know
think it was
came out.
good.
How many Lost Planets came out? I'm like, damn, they made it to 3. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't think it
That's
was
what I'm
good.
saying.
Yeah, the third
The
one.
first,
That's
yeah,
what
the
it
first
was.
one. I think the first one was the best one. I two wasn't that bad from what I remember, but the first one was the best one. I remember that being like a Xbox original exclusive, I believe, and like one
Yeah, I
of the
played it on
Xbox games, 360. And
Mhm.
yeah, that game was actually pretty solid for what it was, man.
Yeah.
You guys are missing out on a classic, and that's Breath of Fire.
Breath of Fire.
Never
Never played it.
I heard of that
Breath of Fire.
franchise, but I never played it.
Breath
Sorry.
of Fire, I'd say, was it 2 on the PS1? Or was it 3? I can't remember. But the Super Nintendo one was really good, the first one. And then I think 2 was on the PS1. Correct me, Chad, if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I think it was 2. I'm gonna take a look. before I
Doesn't
say
the
something.
game have really good box art?
It has
'Cause-
killer box art.
Yeah, because me and Shar on our little podcast we were talking about box art, and she brought up that game. I remember.
Yeah. Breath
Yeah.
of Fire has some of the best pixel art, and then it's such a great RPG too, like super classic, super cool. Yeah, I think that series needs to be revived and brought back.
Capcom already bringing
Alright.
back my favorite franchise from them, and that's them continuing with Devil May Cry. So
Yeah,
I
Devil May
ain't,
Cry.
I ain't got too much to ask from them right now.
Oh, yeah, D Nasty. He says Capcom versus SNK. Yeah, I miss those fighters. That was like the golden
Yeah.
era. We got Dark Stalkers. We used to get a lot of good fighters back in the
Dark
day, man.
Stalkers, That art,
So-
that pixel art for Darkstalkers is some of
It
the
was
best.
really good. It was
Some of the
really good.
best.
Yep. All right, so let's move on to our next topic. Let's talk about these. Actually, only for Xbox though. Trash month of Games of Gold.
Oh man.
What's up with the Games of Gold, J Main? Can you tell us the games, please?
Oh Lord, we got what do we got for games we'll go with Xbox? Prison Architect, Xbox One Edition.
What is that?
What the hell
Never
is that?
heard of it.
Prison Architect is a indie PC RPG game. Basically, you are running and you're building a prison. And what you're doing is you're maintaining the prison and its prisoners, but then you also have to maintain riots, maintain uprising. You have to maintain whether. Hold on, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. It gets better. So it's kind of like the Sims kind of a deal, but you have to like put everything in order, and then you come across like a moral dilemma of whether or not you're going to be taking money from private companies and putting that money into the prison to keep prisoners there longer, or if you're going to let them out, or you're going to be making money as a prison architect. So it gets pretty fucking wild and deep. It's pretty crazy. It's a sim, but it's got like some stuff to it.
Is it actually something worth checking out, Alex? Because I never heard of it. Is it worth checking out?
I think if you're into sim kind of
Sim?
games, and if you
Okay.
played stuff like Papers, Please, if you played stuff like where you want to like do like management sims, like Sim City, stuff like that, then yeah, check it out. If you're not into that, I don't know if that'd be the best place to start, but it's kind of wild.
Jack, that I ain't gonna lie, like that sounds like something you would play though. Like
I'm good though.
no, just thinking about like is it Overcooked where you got like manage the restaurants and shit like that?
Overcooked is fucking fire. Don't compare that.
I'm
to
just saying you gotta manage your prison like that sounds like
Don't
some shit you
slander
do.
Overcooked like this. Okay?
Sounds like Prison City Skylines.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but then there's like moral dilemmas that get thrown in there too that you have to like decide like, do I want to have a very profitable prison, or it throws stuff at you. Like, you ever played Papers, Please? Maybe probably you guys haven't, but it's also the same kind of thing. Like you have to make moral decisions, and there's like gray areas, so it's kind of wild. But
So is it like Orange is the New Black? They're gonna decide how much money to spend
Yeah,
on like
yeah.
food and
it totally is that. You decide how much food money you spend on food, healthcare, all that stuff is in there. So you have to like.
Can I criminalize marijuana in predominantly black neighborhoods and
That's when it get real right there.
Oh wait, that's already happening in real life.
That's how you get the platinum. That's how you get the platinum.
platinum.
I don't listen. You know me. I don't do politics. Okay, so.
All right, the next game on the list is Live
Stay away
Lock.
from that one.
Live Lock is a from Perfect World Entertainment. Is a co-op top-down shooter. I don't know if any.
I've seen that game before though.
What is it? Looked like Destiny on the front of the box.
It looked like a shitty version of like Alienation or some shit like that. Like,
oh man,
I seen somebody play it, but I ain't. No,
you ain't fucking with it. And then the next two games are 360 backwards compatible, I believe. Games: Star Wars 3 and Sega Vintage Collection Monster World.
All right, so
fire.
We also got the list for PlayStation Plus this month. J-Man, can you also read out the games from there?
All right. To be honest, it ain't too much better in my opinion because they got that trash ass Destiny 2.
But it's free though.
As a free game on PlayStation.
There's a caveat.
Don't you have about a DLC to play that?
Kofi like it because it got a jetpack in there though.
Oh,
Yep, the flying.
His feet off the ground and shit.
All right, okay. Before we continue, now that BG actually brought that up, I had to do some reflection after you mentioned that on Weapon Wheel. This Kofi like games automatically if you could fly in them. And low key, you low key might be onto something.
It gets you wet.
Low key, you might be onto something because I was just thinking to myself, okay, what games that allow you to fly that I don't like, that I've played that I don't like. I really fuck with Spider-Man. I really fuck with the Batman Arkham. I think Anthem looking kind of fire.
That's why
Just Cause 3 look lit and 4 look lit.
Kofi. You need to go to Humble Bundle right now.
It might be, man.
Listen, if you go to Humble Bundle, you can pick up Warhammer 40K Space Marine.
Nah, man, that sounds trash, man.
Hold on. Not done
Sound like
yet.
a PC game.
It is a PC game.
Yeah, we out.
You have a jetpack that has a dual wielded hammer that shoots lightning out of it, and you can fly up in the air and then pile down and then smash orcs into bloody pulp.
Don't they have chainsaws?
And they have chainsaws too. Yeah, you cut all them bitches in half. It's really good.
There
you go, Kofi. And it's free. It's free.
I actually do think there's a flying game that I don't like. Dark Void. Anyone play that trash?
That's just a bad game.
Nah.
Anyone play that? That game was garbage.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what game I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I actually tried that on the 360. That game was complete garbage.
Didn't that have the
flying that game? So that could
the
there you go.
thing where you had cover like upside down, or like while
I
you
don't
were
remember
jetpacking?
too clearly, but I do remember that game. I had a lot of flying involved in that game.
Yeah.
It was pure trash. It's pure trash.
I gotta dive deeper into this. What is it about? What else is it about Just Cause that you like?
Okay. All right. So, all right. Since we're here, all right. Look, Crackdown or Just Cause? Which one would you rather play? BG?
Whoa!
Just wait. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say
Crackdown ain't hurting
Crackdown.
I want to see where this is going.
Or Just Cause? No, seriously. I want to.
If I had to choose one right now, Crackdown.
Thank you.
And you know
Thank
what?
you.
I'm telling you.
No, but that's a loaded question.
Let me finish.
That's a loaded question because which Crackdown?
Well,
Crackdown 1, 2. There's only two been out. Or three.
I thought you meant. Okay,
Oh,
I got confused with Saints Row for some reason. Excuse me.
Okay. So what if I told you that Crackdown is basically a stripped down version of Just Cause? What if I told you that?
they have a lot of
The
similarities.
only thing that is different that separates the two games really is the ability orbs that let you collect. I guess that's like why people like Crackdown.
No, because in Crackdown you're a super soldier and you can do unreal shit like jump on top, jump high into buildings.
Just Cause.
And you ain't doing that in Just Cause.
What do you mean? You could do unrealistic shit as well. Like it's a look. I only played 3. I played 2, but I didn't finish it. I beat 3, and I actually really enjoyed the playthrough of 3 because it's mindless fun. There's a lot of explosions. You do a lot of quirky things. You go from wingsuit gliding to parachute to grappling hook. If you haven't noticed, I really do like games that emphasize on movement, like really great movement. And Just Cause 3 really does have like that great movement. The story's trash, I can admit that, but I felt like the gameplay was
you described
definitely
Zelda
amusing.
right now.
It was very, very amusing for what it is. I'm not calling it the best thing since sliced bread or anything like that, but it's actually solid. Like I don't understand the hate. And when it comes to Crackdown, Just Cause 4, it seems like they're just building on what Just Cause 3 is. The physics for that game looks pretty awesome. The amount of like
Just Cause, it just taps into the lowest
it's just mindless fun.
The lowest desire of gamers or people in general. Explosions. That's all it is. Like,
yeah, but that's what my whole point of bringing Crackdown into the situation is basically the same thing, though. Really, it really is. That's why I don't understand why people can hype up something like Crackdown. There's some people that actually do hype up Crackdown, but shit on Just Cause. Like they're so similar in games. Like it's really confusing to me.
I just think like the non-serious aspect, like I don't know. I just feel like with Just Cause
and Crackdown and
Crackdown ain't serious either.
Crackdown is serious.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't take itself serious at all. Like you seen that recent Just Cause trailer? Like that shit was trying to get all dark and deep and shit. Like I'm like, nah, it's supposed to be something that's mindlessly fun. Like Crackdown, you play that game, it's for the fun, blowing shit up, throwing cars.
Same thing with Just Cause.
But at no point do they try and get like deep into a story and try and tell you about it.
So that's what bothers you. Like that personally doesn't bother me.
It don't really
matter. It's all about the gameplay, but it is what it is.
Come on, man. Like
it is what it is. If y'all not rocking with it, if y'all think that's the worst game to grace this earth, then what? It's so be it.
It's in like one of the top 10 worst still going franchises.
I think there's worse. I think people be overhyping it, to be honest. Yes, it's not one of those games that is really on the map like that, so people just shit on it. It is what it is, though.
Like I stopped playing Saints Row at 3. I thought Saints Row 3 was the last game where it was goofy, it was dumb.
It was so good though. It was so good.
Yeah, no, it was good because they didn't cross that line. It's okay. This is just dumb fuckery, right? Yeah. Completely. When you became president and you had superpowers,
and
I was
aliens,
like, okay, no.
Aliens and all
I was like, no.
Yeah.
It was
and
just silly.
Cause is like just dumb to me. It's just stupid. I can't. I don't have fun with the completely pointless games no more. Like I don't think there's any game like that I like anymore.
So you just like the mindless.
I like the sandbox aspect of that.
But
game.
you didn't like
the
Sea of
sandbox.
Thieves or like those kinds of
What
games.
the Sea of Thieves have?
All right, Erica.
Literally,
Pull it back,
you
Erica.
can't really come on. You can't really compare this to
That's mindless,
sandbox.
right?
No, it's not.
She
Sea
got
of
a point.
Thieves is literally, from what I played, is an empty ass games. They're like you got 3 ass quests that you can do. You can go solve puzzles, get treasure, take a map, go get treasure. What else? And find chickens and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
have you played No Man's Sky?
Or I have.
I have. But
Yeah,
that's
but
kind of
like
mad
the
disrespectful
version?
compared to Sea of Thieves Just Cause.
Isn't Sea of Thieves the top selling exclusive this year? Can you fall back, dog?
Nah. Like I said, I'm not saying it's the best game ever, but I'm
Show
definitely
some respect. God
Wasn't
damn.
it 2 million users?
It's 3 million, right?
3 million? Oh.
Maybe.
3 million active. Man, fall back. Go fit this is crazy.
Top played game through Xbox Government Assistance Program.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
The disrespect.
Honestly, Kofi, if you want like mindlessness and just to like fall away into
It's just like
try No
it's
Man's
like more
Sky.
fun. I've tried it. It's trash.
That's
I want to
like-
blow shit up. I want to shoot shit.
Like,
You know what I mean?
honestly, like, look, if you get listen, the reason why you guys are not liking No Man's Sky is you have to play No Man's Sky under a specific influence.
Oh boy.
Sorry,
Oh, man,
sorry,
we-
sir. I'm sorry, sir. I stayed above the
What you need
influence,
to
sir.
do is, when you play No Man's Sky, you crack a little bit of a window open, you put a towel under your door frame,
Wow.
and then you kind of like, I don't know what you do after that is what you do after that, but then
That sounds
play
very
some No Man's
crackish.
Sky.
All right, man. We
Nah,
got kids.
man, we
watching.
got-
What you saying, bro?
Oh man, nah, we good.
This is
You guys,
wild.
I gotta read this comment from
Go ahead.
Glinser. Glinser says Sea of Thieves is more like a litter box.
The sandbox.
That's
Oh,
fucked up.
man.
That's real messed up.
Yeah,
man.
I'm not a fan of that game. To be honest at all. I don't know how people find any enjoyment in it, but everybody's different, so hey man, can't really knock it.
Too funny.
Someone did bring up Xbox Access. We did talk about it on the podcast last week, but I think it's officially confirmed now.
Yeah.
So let's actually hear from BG. What's your thoughts on Xbox Access? Do you think this is actually a good deal for some people? Apparently, you save $20. That's what I've heard. I don't know too much of the details. But basically, Xbox Access is, if you don't know, is basically you sign like a phone contract to get an Xbox, 2 years of live and 2 years of Game Pass for like $33 or $35 a month for an X and 20 something dollars. I don't know the exact figure for an Xbox One S. So BG, what's your thoughts on Xbox All Access now that it's confirmed?
All right, Xbox food stamps. Okay.
no.
I like this, BG. What you doing, dog?
Listen, there's nothing, in actuality wrong with this. Microsoft has made it extremely hard. Like, if let's say you actually wanted the problem is people wanting an Xbox, right? But let's say you actually wanted an Xbox, right? Microsoft has made the Xbox the most accessible, viable console
ever
in gaming history. They've given you so many paths to buy an Xbox and to play Xbox games. Like, there's almost no excuse. If you wanted one, no matter how broke you are, no matter like how much on a budget you are, you can get an Xbox. So I think it's probably great for parents. Like, if I was a parent right now, I wouldn't do the Xbox Access thing. Like, I wouldn't want to do the payment thing, but the whole package. Oh yeah, I would just get that for my kid. I'll never have to buy them a game again. You would never have to buy them a game. It's like, you could just leave them alone. I don't got to spend no money on you. There's a whole library of backwards compatible games and Xbox Pet. It's great for parents.
They probably just play Fortnite on it, to be honest, more than
exactly.
anything.
Yeah. So
that's true.
So real quick,
hold up. I'm right on time for the food stamps.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Jesus.
I ain't even
Bond.
Bond, say what up to the people real quick.
After that Vegas trip, I might need some Xbox EBT cards.
Man. Those $500 meals, and I don't know what you're doing out there.
Dude, what do you do? Like, I told you not to go too wild, dude.
Living life.
This nigga Bond paid like $500 for cheese and crackers. Don't
forget the garnish, BG. Don't forget the garnish.
And it was Bond. It was like 48 hours, right? That was the most.
48 hours or dollars?
No, 48 hours in Vegas.
No, we're there for 3 days, and we started out in Philly too.
But I mean, yeah.
Let's say Bond Tales for Weapon Wheel Podcast. Go ahead and do your introduction.
Go on, everybody. Black Bond. One more week left of the summer, and then we're entering Social Reject season. Just in time for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Currently playing Octoboard Traveler. Not good.
I heard the game was amazing. What you talking about?
No, it's no.
Ooh,
if you like grinding, you enjoy it. If you
Alex, you gonna let him talk about it? Like
the level jumps are crazy in the game, and I'm pretty sure that's why Black Bond not feeling it. Right?
What is boring about Octopath, Bond?
I think
name me one interest. You can't say grinding. I like Dragon Quest, so
right.
I can't grinding
But name me one interesting character in that game.
I think Primrose's story is actually pretty good.
So she's a whore that sucks dick.
I think her story's pretty good, and fucking that's hard, Loki. That's pretty mature, and I think what else? The revenge story about what's his name? Fuck, the warrior, the knight.
You don't even know his name.
Nigga, I forgot, man.
it's been a long week, Bond. Cut him some slack.
About an interesting character. I don't even know his name.
The only thing, what I wish that game did was, I wish that game was more along the lines of like a Saga Frontier for its storyline. I wish
Bravely Default was better.
You think Bravely Default is better than Saga Frontier?
No, Octoboard Traveler.
Okay, but like Bravely Default was better, but I think the mechanics of Bravely Default were, to me, very boring. Like the game mechanics itself and the grinding in that game were far greater than what I'm getting in Octopath.
I like the combat better in Bravely Default because it's pretty much Final Fantasy. Yeah.
I don't know.
I like the combat. That's what keeps me playing.
I have to admit, though, the story is the weakest part of Octopath. But
and that makes an RPG irrelevant.
But with that being said, although it is weak, it is better than a lot of the recent RPGs we've had lately.
That's not saying much. It's only
that's not saying much, but that's still better than
competition. It runs like 15 frames per second. Trash Chronicles 2.
And
Indeed,
so
trash.
having a throwback to that kind of genre is really cool. I think the visuals are great. I think the music is fantastic. I think the characters are cool, but I don't think there's a good development line between all of them. And I think that's a big problem because I think go ahead.
It's from what I'm understanding now. It's like 6 individual characters. I don't get any of these characters interacting with each other.
They banter from time to time when you're doing like another chapter. You guys see the banter option come, but besides that, they don't really communicate. And that was one of most people's most reviewers' complaints about the game, that between these characters, we're all together, but they don't really communicate and talk with each other like that. So I understand that of the game. I do understand that.
No, leave it to these fanboys to hype up RPGs in front of the RPG god BG.
Actually, I just wanted to say, not to go off topic because we got the original topic was Xbox, but as I said on Twitter, I will be picking up Dragon Quest on the 4th.
What's going on, BG?
Wait a minute.
Because people are doubting that I would beat this game.
You're not gonna finish it.
And let me say this. The game clearly looks better than Persona 5. I can say that. How much money I want to put on?
Hey, mute this.
Way better than Persona 5.
How do I mute?
The game looks way better than Persona 5.
So you know how I know BG's not going to beat this game?
Money. Who will put money up that I beat it?
Oh, we're just gonna mute. We're gonna mute
how I
BJ.
know he's not going to. You know how I know he's not going to beat this game, Alex? It's because it's along the lines of Dragon Quest 7th length, which is 70 to 90 hours. Good luck, BG.
Unmute the man.
Okay,
I can't unmute him. So.
You got to unmute himself. You got to unmute himself.
Unmute him so I can hear
BG,
him.
unmute yourself.
He's still going.
Wait, don't mute him, man.
BG, you have to unmute yourself.
What
That was a joke.
He can't unmute himself. He's got to leave and come back.
I can't.
Oh my! Look at that.
No, really?
I can't do it.
That work.
Look at Alex, man.
Oh,
No, you
man,
can
I
unmute
feel
him.
bad now.
Yeah,
I feel bad.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, there we go. I didn't see you to mess with you.
Listen.
70 to 90 hours. You can handle that, BG?
Whoa, hold on. How long was Bloodborne? Was your Bloodborne? I put like over 100 in Bloodborne. So
You like the game, though.
We know you, dog. At this point,
hold on. Where did this perception that I can't be
you dropping that, man?
Listen, I put down Persona because the game was trash.
You trying to get
Oh,
that RPG?
I don't put down.
You try to get that under his belt again,
I'm
dog.
trying to be the RPG guy again, huh?
this ain't it though. This ain't the game.
Here's
This
how
ain't
I
your
know I'm
fight,
gonna beat
BG.
it. Here's how I know I'm gonna beat it. Right? There's no fucking high school kids.
Your whole
I don't better live a high school life.
So wait a second.
have
Hold
worse
on.
than
Hold on.
One at a time.
You have
Wait.
elementary school kids saving the world.
Yes, you are playing.
okay.
One at a time. One at a time.
Whoa.
What is this?
Who let this guy in
Who
here?
let this guy in?
Hey, BG ain't lied yet. That game trash.
It wasn't me.
How?
It wasn't me.
BG San Antonio.
It wasn't me.
Definitely.
Yo, I swear to God. Yo, I got a controller in my hands. I've been playing games this whole time. It couldn't have been.
Yo, Tony, how'd you get the link?
That game trash though.
Yo, Tony, how you get the link?
Tony,
No, I
how'd you
think
get
Tony a
the
hack. I think Tony really be hacking.
No, you know what
I
it is? though? I think you could join people hangout if you already been on the call. Whatever.
Tony might be able to do it through Gmail.
Google.
Yeah,
Yo,
like through Google.
Yo, Tony, funny, bro. Yo, shout out to Tony, dog.
Yo, no, but hold on. Who trying to put money up that I don't beat it? Who trying to bet?
No, we gotta put money up for you to beat a game.
No, I'm saying y'all doubting me. Who got money on it? What's up?
No
I'm not
way
gonna
he's
beat it, right?
beating a 90-hour RPG.
Bro,
All right.
many hours is not even
Hold
long.
on. What's the time frame of you beating this game?
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I'm-
that's
okay,
important.
so
That's
6 months.
important.
6 months.
Next week, I'm getting
Let's
married.
come
next
back
week.
full circle
So-
after you.
Hey,
Oh, congratulations.
Really?
Don't slide past that. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats, bro.
You know,
Ricky's
Oh, my
getting
God.
married.
I'm joining J Main and and Alex.
Welcome to the life.
The gated community.
We're in
Damn, I
a
might
different
be
tax
next.
bracket now, dog.
You heard it here
Word
first,
to
you guys.
GLM. Oh man.
Wait. Who's getting married?
BG.
Don't worry, Bon. I'm leaving all the hoes for you out there. I'm
I
past that.
can't wait to see this mixed white girl wedding.
Oh, never. Stop it. Anyway, listen, I'm gonna beat it. I don't know why y'all doubting me, man. Like, it's crazy. It's a good game, and I can tell, so I'm gonna like it, and I'm gonna beat it.
All right, let's circle back. Let's circle back.
Before he even goes into this, how many Dragon Quest games have you beaten prior?
One, and I don't remember which one it was. Keep it real with you.
The
I'm
new
a beat it.
Dragon Quest game was like 50 hours. How do you not know which one you beat?
I don't remember. It was an old one. Listen, I'm gonna beat the game.
All right, let's let him live. Xbox.
We need you.
All
We need you to
Access.
live stream it then.
No, I ain't live streaming 90 hours.
Xbox All Access, Bond. Thoughts?
If somebody gave you all access to trash, would you be happy?
Oh my god.
Do I want to pay $150 to get to the good clubs in Vegas, or I want to go to the clubs where people are
Jesus
shooting up
Christ.
heroin in the parking lot?
Maybe you know what you want to do. The ones in the heroin. Go. You know.
No.
You go to Circus. Okay, that's what you do.
Like it's
You go to Circus. Okay.
bro. At this point, like they're gonna start offering blowjobs for you to get an Xbox.
Oh
Like,
my
it's that
god.
bad.
I know what I'm getting one.
Like,
Oh man.
like
Oh man.
I believe I saw something where Phil Spencer said that the PlayStation 4 user base was more than twice of that of the Xbox.
No, they were saying Aaron Greenberg said that. But
And whoever said, bottom line is they can't give these things away. Like this is the second biggest fire sale in gaming history, outside of Dreamcast dropping down to $50.
oh,
Mm.
damn.
Yeah.
I
They're
think it's a good service.
Definitely an aggressive move, and I guess some people will sign up that like absolutely like that. There's gonna be somebody on this planet that absolutely has to have an Xbox right now and ain't got the money for it. So
But you know what
he
the
wants to put
problem?
himself in debt for that.
You know what
Hey
the
man,
problem's
it
gonna
is
be?
what
Though?
it is, though.
You know what the problem's gonna be?
What?
When they roll out that next system and they're like, whoa, you want $400-$500 for a new system? Now I'm good.
They're probably gonna have some sort of
finance it.
trade-in. They're
Yeah,
probably gonna have
finance
another trade-in program. You bring it back and another
Yeah.
finance.
Think about it like
so-
this though. What if they did that for the new system, like out of the gate?
They're not.
No, look, there's always going to be an option to buy it out. Is there always going to be an option to buy
Yeah,
it out?
but
Microsoft
like-
is probably just introducing another way to purchase.
Like
an
people are
Xbox.
saying though,
Whatever,
that does lead the way for them to raise the price on the system too though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $1,000. Hey, you can lease it. Don't worry about it. Just give us $45 a month. Like, you
But
Yeah.
think of it like this way too, right? If you have people that are not willing to spend $400 to $500 on a new system, you do the monthly payment plan. Now you potentially increase your user base at launch of people getting the system and playing it. So that's huge. If they did this with a release of a brand new console day one, that's
Yeah,
I-
I think
like-
it's a good service.
it might work out for them.
it might work out.
It might work out. So
It don't
It's
entice
option
you to
is
get
there,
an
so
Xbox.
we can't
but
really,
it's a
we
good
can't
option.
really sit on it too much because like it's just an option. It's not like you're forced to do it at this, like, you know what I mean. So we're not forced to buy an Xbox this way. So it's just an option there. So I don't really see the issue.
Look, bottom line is
for it.
this: there's only one thing that sells systems,
Games.
You know?
and Xbox don't have it.
Oh boy.
I just
All
can't
right,
wait
since-
for dudes. I just can't wait for dudes in the hood to be complaining about they behind on their Xbox payment. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic. Let's get into. Actually, no. Let's talk about this Battlefield delay real quick.
Oh, they
Battlefield
scared
got
now.
delayed. A couple of weeks actually. It wasn't a long delay, right? It got delayed
No.
from November to October.
October to
Re-
November.
Reverse it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah. So the other way around. What do you guys think about this delay?
Smart.
They shook. They shook. I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen, I'm
Maybe-
buying Battlefield Day One, but you know, I don't care about all this drama about the women, and then I don't care about all.
Yeah, I
that.
don't care about
It's
that.
it's not about the
BS.
drama of the women. It's
EA.
about them. It's about them literally insulting their entire fan base of Battlefield.
Yo, my man said, if you don't like it, don't buy it. I said,
I
okay.
fucks with that.
I just
He
listened.
Said, he said, "Okay, yeah. If you don't like it, don't buy it. I won't
Yeah,
buy
that's
it."
true, though.
And then,
That's
you
definitely
know,
true.
you're gonna call me uneducated? No, you can go really go fuck yourself, and I'm really not gonna buy your game now.
Yeah.
Listen, there's not that many Alexes out there who are actually going to keep their word.
Yeah,
on
ain't nobody
when
gonna
they-
stand by that. Yeah.
So, hold
Alex
up,
is a weird
their-
one. You're
their
buying it
pre-
day one.
Their pre-orders dropped by 85%, but there's not a lot of Alexes.
I don't believe them niggas. That's
Oh,
false.
somebody
Oh,
said
okay.
another reason they gave
Okay,
us
hold on.
Amazon.
Wait a minute, Bond. Wait a minute, Bond. Wait a minute.
One at a
Oh,
time.
wait. Can we stop, Bond? Didn't loot boxes get removed from Battlefront 2?
Thank you. You're welcome.
Not a lot of Alexes and Bonds out there, huh?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, what we talking about?
Didn't they hold on? Didn't they change the entire ending of Shadow of War?
A year fucking later, yeah.
Didn't it happen?
We didn't get voting rights until 60? It didn't happen immediately.
Oh, dog, we really about to talk about voting rights.
I ain't think about it.
Carry on.
Okay, so for Battlefield, so the low pre-orders, do you guys think it may be now that EA is offering EA Premium where you can just pay for the year and get it? Because we
What,
also
the
seen
low
that something
pre-orders?
similar with
Wait.
God of War, because wasn't there low pre-orders for God of War as well? But we see how that turned out.
I think also too the fact
You guys really think that Battlefield's not going to sell? You think people are not interested?
Well, from what I heard, it was the fact that when they were getting the pre-orders from Amazon, they were only counting physical. They weren't counting digital. Or
No,
am I mixing?
they weren't because Amazon didn't have physical copies of Battlefield 5 at the time.
So they were only counting just one specific thing, and they weren't counting the others for just this one outlet, and it didn't make a lot of like. And then everybody just took the story and ran with it instead of being like, let's think about what we're talking about first. And
here's the tweet right here. And the week pre-orders for Battlefield 5 come from Cohen and the Cohen and Company. Pre-order model uses Amazon sales charts. There are no physical copies of Battlefield 5 on Amazon. You can pre-order Call of Duty physically though. So of course the pre-order numbers are going to be
it's skewed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's weird. I mean, I think it's smart for them to get out of that window. I think it's smart for everybody to get out of Red Dead's way.
This is what Titanfall 2 should have done. Should have done that. Because that game was sandwiched as well.
So we would have had a Titanfall 3.
Oh, Titanfall 2. Okay, yeah.
It's EA being EA, and hopefully EA can get humbled by this. I mean, they've been
already
humbled
by me and many other people.
But apparently they still need to be humbled because they're going to keep doing it, and it's just a matter of time. Like I said before, and I'll say it again. If Anthem doesn't sell, say goodbye to BioWare.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, that shit about to Anthem.
I think Anthem's gonna do good. I think it's gonna do good though.
Goodbye to BioWare in name, but it's goodbye to BioWare. There'll still be the BioWare name, but they're not.
It's like a shell of a shell of a shell.
Yeah. Basically like Rare. Rare.
Yeah. People might start leaving. They might go somewhere else.
But I think I don't know. I have a feeling, man, that Anthem will be okay. I just have a feeling.
You're just saying that because you could fly.
Oh my! That's right.
I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. From what I've seen with the gameplay, I think it looks impressive. We'll see how they deal with the whole is it always online type of game. Bringing new stories all the damn time. We'll see how they manage this. That's what's gonna make or break the game anyway. So we'll see when it comes out. But when it comes to the gameplay, though, I'm pretty much sold, and I definitely want to check it out when it comes out. All right, so let's talk about the big game, Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk 2077.
CD Projekt God. CD Projekt God.
I just realized we have their two biggest fanboys here.
I know, right? So this is perfect.
Two biggest deep throaters in the building.
Before that, we should hear from the biggest hater of CD Projekt Red and BG. BG, what did you think of the 48-minute, I believe, gameplay reveal of Cyberpunk 2077?
Cybergod.
I'm not hating at all. I thought the game looked good, but did it look amazing? No, I just thought it looked good.
Agreed.
Like I don't know what was like, I don't know what people saw in this game that this was groundbreaking. This is amazing. And like, first of all, CD Projekt Red hasn't really done enough for me for people to be considering calling them. For the people, let's be real. People are calling them gods off of one game. It's one game.
Oh boy!
It is. No. Listen, I'm not saying The Witcher 2 and Witcher 3. The Witcher 2 wasn't really good, but let's be real. 80% of people really was only started to check for CD Projekt Red after Witcher 3.
Can I chime in? Can I chime in real quick?
Talking about CD
Can I chime in real quick? I think we have to give a little bit BG a little leeway here because you can't even lie. They got a lot of clout after The Witcher 3. I never really seen people. I never seen people talk about CD Projekt Red like that.
That's because
honestly, console guys are big fans.
Console
console fans are now like
console players, and you weren't
playing. Even PC game, I never seen no PC gamer tout CD Projekt Red. Oh, there are these never. Bond
was the only one I saw.
And I was always, and I hang around Bond and the rest of them. Bond said it sometimes, but who else that I hung out with that was PC gamers ever was like, oh, CD Projekt Red is goddamn amazing. Nobody said that. Nobody. So listen, point is,
I've been there since day one.
The game looked good, but it don't look groundbreaking or amazing to me. Listen, from what I saw, it would be a day one for me. But
it looked dope.
Amazing?
It looked dope.
No, it looked good. I think it would be better in third person, like I said.
It would be cool if they had the option, but I've been kind of like tired of the first person shooter genre, and this one looks like a nice switch up. The open world. It kind of looks like Deus Ex mixed with like Fallout a little bit, but the gameplay actually looks good though. You know what I mean? The gameplay actually looks pretty solid.
Yeah, like actually good gameplay.
Yeah.
It's totally like the thing is that game for what it's doing, what it's trying to do, and if it succeeds in doing it, is going to be one of the best games. Like I am being very as hype as I am about CD Projekt and what they do and what they have done in the past and what they can do in the future. I'm being cautiously optimistic.
That's
very
what
optimistic.
Regardless of how this game turns out, they're always consumer friendly.
It absolutely, and I'm not even putting that into perspective. The part that really hit me the most when I saw that trailer were two parts specifically. One, when your character walked outside of the apartment building and the entire city just was there. Two was when near the end and you got the Mantis arms, and then you could do the remote hacking. You can do everything else there. You had the ability to, sidestep, double jump, do all that really crazy stuff.
Jack.
Jack is asleep.
Yo, Jack, wake your ass up.
You
man.
good? You good?
Yeah. I'm listening.
Jack is drifting. But there's so much in that trailer that people are just glossing over. Like there's an actual RPG element to that game. It's not some bullshit like Fallout. Like
The crazy thing is, this is like the king of independent developers, and Jack's still ain't ever play one of their games.
Hey man, listen.
I didn't see much in this trailer that I haven't seen in something like Deus Ex though.
But what do you think? The thing is, what do you think Deus Ex got this stuff from? From Cyberpunk. Like that's like you're talking about like a major, massive tabletop RPG that was probably one of the godfathers of the genre. And just because other games have done it doesn't mean that CD Projekt Red isn't going to deliver something that's really great.
I do want to see more as far as what they offering for their open world, because it does look impressive. Like you said, Alex, when you walked out the apartment and you just like the people walking around. I hope there's not just people walking around and shit to do in the city. I want to see what they offer more with that. I did like what I saw from the gameplay. The visuals didn't really blow me away like I was hearing in the previews, but I read in the description that the trailer was captured in like 4K, captured in 1080p for some weird reason, and they wanted to put it out in 4K. It was some weird.
I mean, honestly,
wording with that.
The fact that they were like, this is literally a work in progress. This shit will change. Like they flashed it on the screen like 50 fucking times, and they had the guy talking about it. Unlike other games where they'll just, fake footage on the screen instead. But, hey, that's just me.
How's the Xbox One going to run this shit?
I think that was an Xbox running that.
No, it was a PC.
The OG, no, it's a PC, but the OG Xbox.
Oh, that's a good question.
People were assuming this was going to be actually a next-gen game. Though.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think it's coming out next year.
The creator at E3 said that he pretty much kind of
he confirmed it though. He said like for future consoles.
He said y'all can wait a few more years. He said that.
Yeah,
it might.
I think it'll probably come at the end and might be a cross-gen somehow, or it might just be a next gen. Yeah, or it might be just a next generation game.
So it's coming out next year because they say it's playable from beginning to end.
Yeah, but the thing is, playable from beginning to end doesn't really mean
anything.
They said that about.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Did they say that about The Last of Us too?
Speaking of CD Projekt Red's clout, how about Adam Cole?
Right?
How about Adam Cole?
Adam fucking Cole. One of the best pro wrestlers in the world right now.
Oh my god, we ain't doing this.
Fuck?
How did they get to wrestling?
Because Adam Cole tweeted out to CD Projekt. He said, "Speaking of video games, thank you for creating one of my favorite video game experiences ever." Adam Cole.
I see.
Adam Cole.
That's what Bond put in the DM, because Bond put that in the DM. I'm like, who the hell is Adam Cole?
Who?
First of all,
who's in the chat?
Yeah, get some who's in there.
You need to start watching pro wrestling.
Nah, I'm good.
And second of all, if we can get some babies in the chat, that'd be the best.
All right, Erica, can you read our first Patreon question? Is it up? Do you have it up?
I don't know if I have them. Did you send them to me?
I think they're in the DMs.
Yeah, Twitter.
I'll get there. In the meantime, everybody ask who. All right.
Little bit of this.
All right. So Burro Francisco, he asks, why are people sensitive about video games? It's just a hobby. We're probably gonna get to that soon.
Blackbot, you wanna take
Beta male era, social reject era, shitty parents that are sensitive and can't parent era.
People who don't have actual friends era.
Yo, you had a kid. You had a kid today get beat up in school.
Friends are overrated,
right? And he said he didn't want to fight back because it was a celibate.
Oh, y'all saw that.
Because he said it was a celibate space version conservative way.
They fucked that little nigga up too. That shit was
Did he
crazy.
say it wasn't the Jedi way or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said.
saw that.
That's why I said
What the
celibate.
fuck are they teaching these?
That's why I
man.
said conservative celibate space versions. That's what a Jedi is.
Let my son come home with a black guy talking about the Jedi way. I'm whooping your ass again. Fuck out of here.
You know how Jedi are. You know, they run the desert planets, they run the water planets for 30 years. You know, you got to fight. They ain't anywhere. Are they going?
Wait, the Jedi fought back when they got attacked. I don't get it.
No. Luke went to a remote planet. Obi-Wan fled the Tatooine. They all left.
I love how this is now a history of Star Wars.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Anakin's like, well, why don't we do it? That's not the Jedi way, Anakin. Well, this princess wants to bang. That's not the Jedi way, Anakin. Well, why can't you teach it? That's not the Jedi way, Anakin.
For the record, I just want to say the last Star Wars was really, really like mediocre.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was
The last one wasn't that
They were
good.
really bad.
It was. It definitely was made by Microsoft. We'll put it that way.
Oh, what? No Xbox or Microsoft slander allowed.
no,
Man. Ain't
no.
tolerating that, man. The Xbox. All right, so why are people sensitive about video games? You know, I think it's just anything with. Is it just anything?
It's
that
very
people love,
simple.
No.
It's
It's not
very-
just
it's
video
people
games.
love
They're
though, right?
sensitive about everything. It's just
everything,
we're a
yes.
part of
It's
video
all,
games.
no, it's not sensitivity about video games or anything in life. It's confirmation bias.
But not even all the. It's
You
not even
want-
all the
no,
time.
No, it isn't just
Is it
that.
all the time?
It's all the time about everything because you want to be confirmed that the thing that you bought, the thing that you're into, the thing that you like, the thing that you're
Mhm.
spending your time on is actually worth your time. And instead of you thinking to yourself, I made a good decision, you look for
Mhm.
other people to tell you made the right decision.
Validation.
That's why
Yeah,
Crap Gamer has
validation.
50,000 fucking subs because all he's doing is validating to everyone.
Who?
Right? Exactly. He's
Oh.
validating to everyone that no, the purchase you made is right. The thing you did is good. And people want to hear that, right? Instead of hearing the truth of maybe you shouldn't have bought this piece of plastic. That's all it really is. It doesn't matter, right?
Mhm.
It's just a piece of plastic you play games on. That's why everybody gets so
love
mad.
has nothing to do with it, yo. Nostalgia or anything like
No,
that.
all it is,
Because if
all
you
it
shit out
is-
something like that's been around for a while, or something
Because the
that's very
thing is-
nostalgic to certain people, they get
If you
offensive.
were- thing is, if
you
you
know?
were totally honest with yourself and you were like, well, maybe that does sound bad. Like
Mhm.
the thing is, me and Bond talking about Octopath. I like Octopath, but he's
Mhm.
right. The story is terrible.
Yeah, and none of us like cry about it. Like we enjoy
I
it.
didn't
Yeah.
cry about
No one-
it. He
no one-
has
no
a
one
valid
cares.
point because
Yeah.
I agree with it, and it's not because it's Bond. It's because he's right.
Mhm.
It's not a good story.
It's okay to criticize things you like.
Yeah, that's what
It's-
I don't understand, and we're gonna be talking
perfectly
about that
fine.
a little
Yeah.
bit later too, with the Spider-Man whole thing that's going on. But that's what I noticed. Like, it seems like you can't say anything bad at
No.
all. Or when if you do have some sort of criticism, you're hating.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man. I
mean,
I just hate that about like the
let's be
gaming community in general.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's be honest. I absolutely personally will go and troll the hell out of people. But the thing is, people know that about me, right? That's my heel persona on Twitter. I like to do that to get a rise, and everybody knows I'm just doing it for fun and I'm not serious. But then there are people that really take it seriously. And then I have to think to myself, you are
these
literally
guys are mentally
fighting-
ill, bro.
you're fighting a fight on the internet about someone who does this stuff on purpose as a heel persona on Twitter, and you know that about me, and you're tweeting at me 2 a.m. compressed pictures of Horizon Zero Dawn, telling me that it looks better than The Witcher.
You know what's funny? I was working
And it's
overnight
like-
last
and it's
night, and
like-
I
and it's
seen
like,
that
you
shit,
know
too.
that's wrong.
I don't know why. I don't know why anybody would do that when we know it does. Look, that's
Wow, that's
That's
know,
all.
Hey man, at least you don't got grown men making videos of you at 4 a.m.
All right, Erica, can you read? Shout out to Buro, by the way. We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, Budo.
Can you read the next Patreon question? We only got a few.
Okay. This one kind of goes hand in hand. This is from WizKid. It says this question is loosely based on the title of Erica's previous live stream. Thank you for watching that. It says, but what is one word you would use to describe each group of fanboys in the gaming community? So PS4, Xbox, PC, Nintendo.
Damn, but now I used to like when I used to think of delusional, I used to think Xbox fans. But now I think it
Ooh, it
kind
might
of
be.
applies.
Say it,
I think
Kobe.
it kind of applies.
Say it.
Do
Applies
it.
to PlayStation fans as well. yo.
Yes.
I think it really does.
PlayStation
Now,
fans.
We'll get into that a little bit later. Well, some PlayStation fans. I mean, not to put everybody under the bus. I hate grouping everybody. Some which there was a lot of them that I recently encountered. But I don't know, man. I think a lot of these fanboys share a lot of similar traits, to be honest. Bon, you know, you had your run around a lot of different fanboys. How would you describe
Xbox?
Desperate.
Desperate. Okay.
Nintendo. What's the word for like childish?
Delusional.
No. What's the word? What's the word for people that like can't let go of their childhood?
Prepubescent retards.
There you go.
Oh
There you go.
Sure.
Okay, what's the word for this? Because I when it comes to Nintendo fanboys, and I have some sort of criticism for Nintendo, or I'll be like, I want a specific feature to come on the Switch, but they'll be like, no. Like, so what's a good word to describe that?
Content. That's the word I was going to use.
Or like,
Complacent.
Complacent. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
If anything Nintendo does, it's fine. That's the bare minimum. It's fine. And that's my issue. When you suggest anything new to them, nah, we don't want that.
No, wait, there's a
Nintendo
good
fanboys are the only
word
group
in
of
the chat.
fanboys. Real quick, Nintendo fanboys are the only group of fanboys that I've seen them saying they want less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want less. And it really like boggles my mind. Like I don't understand it.
It's like we don't need messaging.
We don't need it.
voice
We don't
chat.
need that. We don't need it. Like why? But
That's because they're
like,
tiny.
it doesn't hurt you.
Tiny. Their tiny children minds
It's
can't
not that-
handle all of those features. They
So
can't
it's not-
handle-
The
they
thing-
can't
no, but
handle-
BG, the thing is, when they
Here's the
come,
deal.
when they actually come, they praise it too, though. They hype it up
Right.
and praise it.
Listen, you
All
know
right,
how
let
like
me finish up what I was saying though.
ahead.
PlayStation fans, I call them Boston fans. You know that they win, they act all smug. And honestly, PC game has been annoying me now lately too.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Like
shit.
Jesus,
Gold chain? Oh,
Preach.
man.
no, not the gold chaining, but
Which
like
ones?
I understand.
PC guys
like,
be annoying,
I understand you like PC gaming, cool. I understand like your frame rate's cool, but like every single time, it's like people. At the end of the day, people are gonna play what they want to play.
Yeah.
You're not gonna stop them. You're
That's
not gonna change their mind. Barring going over there, ripping their console out of the wall, and slapping down a $2,000 PC in front of them. You're not changing anything.
Why's it got to be 2,000 though, Bon? What are you doing?
Oh, man.
Can I say my
I could put a 1 in front of that too.
Let Erica go.
Say my
Then
words,
we'll hear from
okay.
Jack Move Johnny next.
Hopefully I don't forget. Okay. PC gamers, I'm going to say, I already forgot it already. Oh, dismissive. You can tell them like, oh, this game is really good. It's a great game. Is it 60 frames? No. Okay, now I'm not playing it. Like they just like dismiss
I agree with that one.
It's like they don't even give it a chance. You know what I mean?
No. That's the wrong tree to bark about 60 frames.
I'm not trying to get headaches and nausea and
Dismissing.
amnesia.
Okay.
I would
Sony
say-
fans,
All right, what else?
relentless, and I've learned this lesson the
good one.
past
That's a good one.
week. They
That's a
do
good one.
not stop. Like they have to get that point across, even if you've moved on. They don't move on. I already said content for Nintendo. They're just happy with whatever. They don't demand more, even though clearly they're behind. We're behind.
Yeah.
Who's left? Xbox. I'm gonna say desperate as
Desperate
well.
is really good.
Desperate.
Because they grasp at every little win. Like, oh, we got lucky
Second place on
That's
PC.
what we were. But yeah, we got second place of this generation consoles or whatever. Yeah, those are my words.
Jack.
I really ain't got no words. I mean, I'm gonna say how I feel about the extremist of each platform because I don't consider fanboys like bad, people fans and shit. But the extremists, people that don't let up. Xbox fans, I call them they like fuckboys, they just fuckboys. They ain't no way to put. They're fuckboys. Like do a fuckboy probably every aspect of your life. Nintendo extremists, they're entitled. I say falsely entitled weirdos. I know I'm supposed to be using one word, but that's how I would describe them. They living on past glory and promoting mediocre products nowadays. PC gamers, it's kind of basic, bitch, but they are leaders. Anything if it ain't, like Erica said, if it ain't up to a certain standard, they ain't gonna even consider the shit. Like, even though like,
the problem I have with some PC gamers, it's not all of it, it's just some. It's just like,
Yeah.
shut up.
it's weird behavior.
I have
The PC gamers that annoy me are the ones that literally have an entire channel about being annoying.
Yeah.
PlayStation gamers, the real extreme PlayStation gamers, they act like a fucking cult. Like, I don't fuck with them dudes. They, how they get, man. They follow, they have a very legionist mentality. If you get what I'm saying, I can't fuck with them.
Alex, you've been pretty eager.
Yeah, I got some words. PC for PC, I'm gonna say Smug.
Mhm.
Smug, I think, is gonna be the best one. A lot of it mostly because unfortunately, PC gaming devolves into a dick measuring contest. Like, huh?
Everybody trying to
the guy
gold
goes,
chain.
no.
Everybody trying to
like,
gold chain.
Huh?
Everybody trying to gold chain.
Yeah, a lot of people are. And then I also have to say too, like for PC gaming, people they get really like Erica said, dismissive, but I'm gonna say smug would be the best word. For Nintendo, I'm gonna say juvenile would be the best one. For Sony, I'm gonna say cult.
Damn.
And then for Xbox, I'm gonna go with desperate.
Yeah, desperate. That's a really
Damn.
good word.
That's
That's
a
a really good.
Xbox fan desperate, man.
But it's actually a really good word to describe like the heavy fanboys. It's actually a really good word.
Kids Move in the chat said the Xbox fans are equals patriotic.
Well, you might as well call them racist then.
Oh shit!
Pretty much what patriotic means nowadays.
Damn.
Oh man.
PG?
PC gamers, I would definitely say I would actually put them in the denial category. Or deflectionist, because
this is coming from the guy that was defending the trash of us for 2 weeks.
The one,
also the one that said that loot boxes don't affect them.
You see? Look at them. Emotional. Why I talking through my rounds? Emotional.
So when you're looking at talking about like deflection,
He's proving his point right there.
Yeah, you just deflected.
They didn't see, when I was going through my time, I'm always going through the times. When PCs just has certain problems, and none of them can ever admit. Sometimes PC just does PC shit. It's not your fault as the user. Sometimes you wake up in the morning. Sometimes you wake up in the morning. Last night everything was perfect on your PC. This time is like someone said,
that does happen occasionally.
Wait.
That does happen occasionally.
Didn't you drop like a soda in your PC?
No, I got a whole nother PC. This is a whole nother PC.
Happening like that.
It's a whole nother PC.
From time to time.
And it's like, okay, sometimes it happens because, like you install an update. But then like they blame you. Why would you they blame me for updating your PC? Like, how you blaming me for updating my PC? Like updating is a bad thing?
Hang on. I will have to say that when you update and the update breaks your shit, it shouldn't break your shit. That's a fucking problem. Like fix that. Like,
yeah, but
I'll agree with that.
Windows 10 definitely did that to me.
Windows 10 absolutely did that to me. Remember that one time, guys? I had to stream from my Surface laptop.
Oh yeah, it did. Yep.
I just recently had to fucking reset my whole Windows.
It's funny how BG always be making fun of my PC, but my PC don't have no problems like his.
You know what happened to me?
Well, BG also bought a pre-built, so let's not even.
You know what happened to me?
I put together this one.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
You know what happened to me last time?
Nice.
I left my DualShock 4 plugged into my PC, and for some reason it wouldn't turn on. So I've been pressing my PC like it wouldn't turn on. As soon as I plugged out the USB of my DualShock 4 charging my PC, the shit turned on. It was like the weirdest thing ever. Like it does have those
You probably had something in your BIOS that was checking the USB first before it checked the hard drive first. That's probably why.
Here's my issue, Alex. Right? For what BG's saying.
Go ahead.
Doesn't affect me.
Preach.
Doesn't affect me.
Does not. No.
That's a BG problem. That's
a you problem.
That's a BG problem.
That's a BG problem.
Oh, you remember?
See, the thing is, BG, you're messing up because you have double bonds in here. All right, you got.
You remember? You when Bond,
booty boxes and things like that affect everybody. BG don't care about, but when it's someone with his PC, he got a problem.
You remember when Bond bet me that he would boot up Bulletstorm and it would work live? What happened?
Did not.
What happened, Jack?
Oh, it didn't work. Oh man,
it did not boot up.
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that.
I don't think I saw that.
I don't remember that.
It was live on Weapon Wheel.
Oh, say a word. That's
really?
crazy.
Yeah, it's funny as hell.
Yeah, that shit don't be working. Erica, can you read the next one? I think.
Yeah, let me do some super chats though.
All right, yeah, definitely.
Earlier. Unforgiven says, "Hi Erica. Hashtag Kofi did nothing wrong. Hashtag not enough puddles." We're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
hustle and motivate. Is this man Kofi about to blow up like a meth lab? Keep grinding, sir. Also, I love the PSP weapon wheel crossover. Right. So
Cool.
and then
Kinda is,
Flaffy
Yeah.
Flaffy, he's speaking on Breath of the Fire, or Breath of Fire 4, he says it's the GOAT. Breath of Fire 5 is trash.
Wait, did you say Breath of Fire 4 was the GOAT?
That's what Flaffy said, yeah.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Not like that.
If it's not 2 or 3, you should stop talking.
Exactly. Thank you, Alex.
Tony Wood said, shout out to y'all with the expensive mics and headphones providing Thursday night entertainment. Hi, Erica.
If it's not Sennheiser, get out.
Is that everybody?
2 more.
Okay.
Master Shake, Yo Kofi, the No gave you a shout out for sharing the whole Downgrade. Fam, how
boy.
do you feel about that?
They definitely did.
We're gonna be talking about that.
I didn't even know that was going on.
Yeah,
I
I
got
got a screenshot.
Who gave you a shout out?
The No?
They put a screenshot.
Oh, okay.
in the
The no. Oh
The
wow.
No, yeah. I got to see that. Okay, and then Ravenflow says, someone get Tony. So that was during the Tony
BG,
infiltration.
BG, you didn't finish. Can you quickly say the other one so we can move on?
Oh, well, the other names?
Yeah, the other names.
Oh man, they're all idiots. Let's go to the next topic.
Go to the next topic. All right, there you go.
Idiots. Okay.
They're all idiots. Perfect. Erica, can you read the next Patreon question? I think after that we got one more, and we're done. With...
There's one making fun of me. I guess we can do that.
All right.
Jay Harvey, he says, worst shit you said to someone online while gaming. Says, why Erica?
Boy,
Here's the insult. Why Erica got?
bag for that one.
Why does Erica got a bookshelf filled with games she ain't beat? I don't know what's tighter, Alex Toddler shirt or J-Main's do-rag. He's coming at all of us.
This is definitely this is a schmedium, by the way.
He came
But
at
I
everyone.
was
Definitely wearing his son shirt.
This
Shout
is
out to Jay Harvey, man.
And yes, I cursed. It was a patron, so
Oh, you quoted. Okay, there you go.
I'm quoting. Yeah, I'm quoting.
Did you beat
that on Twitter?
behind you, Erica?
Did I beat what?
Did you beat those
What
games?
was it?
Oh,
What are you talking about? Oh, there's Bloodborne right there. I see Fury. Yeah, I see some games. Dark Souls 3.
I kind of want to play
360
Bloodborne,
games.
but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna mess with that 30
They never
frames.
fixed the frame pacing yet. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna upgrade that.
Yeah, they're not.
So okay, what was the question
Worst
again?
shit you say to
yeah.
somebody online.
Okay,
Yeah, the worst
okay,
thing you
BG, you
said.
start because you have said some wild shit,
And
bro.
listen, bro. Back in my savage days, because I'm a born again gamer. I don't say such things no more. Let me see. I've told people to eat, baby dicks. I've told people to
What?
I've told people to get cancer and die.
There you go, BG. Talk to
Jump
talk,
up.
BG.
Remember the last man who said that, bro? What happened?
Jump off a
Chill.
bridge, jump rope on a highway.
Good one.
Kiss a shotgun.
I told somebody, what did I tell him? I said,
Drink.
if I had a choice between saving my goldfish and you from drowning, I would save my goldfish.
There you go. I like that.
Man, I had a lot of them back in the day, man.
Yeah,
I went off on Naughty Dog. I don't want to repeat that one. That one could get me arrested. That one could get me arrested.
I think we all see that one.
I thought Naughty Dog made perfect games.
That
Why
one
you
could get me
upset? Why
arrested.
you
I never
upset
said
Naughty
I
Dog?
never said Naughty Dog make perfect
Why
games.
were you upset Naughty Dog?
The online for Uncharted 3 was trash. I never said they made a perfect game though. So yeah, I don't want to repeat that. That one could get me arrested.
Let me guess. The Uncharted multiplayer's mechanics were messed up.
A lot of shit was broken in that one.
Imagine that, right, Alex?
Imagine.
I got no
Naughty
problem
Dog
admitting when
that
the
isn't very
game is
good.
broken. I got no problem admitting when the game is broken, but the single player is not one of those things.
Yeah, you
Yo,
know.
Jack, yo, Jack, you said some pretty wild shit, bro.
No, I haven't.
I think there was a certain thing we ain't gonna bring back that was
Hey,
going around.
man,
Right?
the one crazy one I can remember is when I was playing Uncharted 4 and I had a very horrible teammate. I just remember telling him like, "Hey, bro, like I would rather probably like go back in the day and get re-enslaved than being your teammate."
Wow.
Classic.
You fucking
Classic.
tired, dog. Like I'd rather be enslaved right now. That shit crazy.
Classic. Classic.
That's a good one. I'm gonna leave it right there, man. I got 2 minutes.
Yeah, that road trip. You already know how to go.
Oh, road trip. Hey, listen, bro.
Erica, what was the worst thing you said? Shoots? Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it, you stupid head.
OG Willikers looking at you.
Oh, darn.
Darn it.
Darn it, damn. Honestly, yeah. I mean, close enough. I'm not mean to people online like that. You know.
Man, fuck them niggas online.
The worst thing I probably said was like, "You're still breathing" or something like that. Because
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
cool for you.
That's low key savage.
I do say that. It's like I try and just jab a little bit, but
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool for Erica. You still
like that, I
breathing?
like
That's
that.
pretty cool.
like you're still breathing, you're still talking. You know, it's
I
more
get
like
at
that.
I get at people's mothers. Tell them I'll nut on your mother's chin or something like that. You know.
There you go. That's always a good one.
Yo, J Man, yo, what up, bro?
Leave my sperm dripping down her eyebrow.
I mean, I've said the normal, suck my dick, eat my ass, shit like
Okay, Bond. That's a Bond line.
That's zesty right there. That's zesty.
that. Nah, like fuck your mother and shit like that. I mean, I've wished death on people, especially when people was throwing around the N-word and shit like that. It got pretty wild, but
Yeah, I'm crying. Yeah, you just reminded me of like a high school experience. Like we were walking back to high school, and I forgot what was the reason, but a man said, "Yo, when you beat, like we were playing 2K, I think, right? We just came from like a session of 2K or some shit like that."
yeah.
And the guy said, "Yo, I ate that nigga's ass." I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Whoa!"
You know who said that? The rat cannabis.
He's beating the
said that.
game though. I was surprised. He never heard that before.
Back
A man
then-
used that.
Back then, eating a nigga ass meant you you destroyed him.
Yeah, you beat him.
I
Yeah.
can't say that.
I was
now.
like, yeah. When I heard that, I was that.
That joint crazy.
Now it just means you eating the nigga ass.
I'm about to say, you say that now, you might be threatening somebody with a good time and shit like that. Yeah, hold on.
It's fucking crazy,
Gotta
bro.
slow down with that one.
That's the thing. I can't say that. I can't say "eat my ass" as a woman. I can't be telling
Yeah,
guys.
Why
you
not?
absolutely
Yeah, you
can.
can.
Yeah, you can.
No, man, somebody gonna show up, man.
Yes.
Be like, hell yeah.
You might get jollies from that. I ain't down.
For real.
Down.
Black Bomb, man. Have you said anything really bad?
It's not your
Black
fault.
Bond
It's-
play games like a robot, so he doesn't have.
It's not your fault. It's your parents.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Mm.
I never really talked a lot of trash
That's your
per
parents.
se in video games and sports. I just like to say smug, snide things to people. I don't like to cuss people out or anything like that.
You're a clown. I'm better than
You're a
you.
clown.
Exactly.
I'm superior.
Exactly.
Bond definitely told somebody.
But that clown comment do be working. It be getting people tight though.
Exactly.
It does,
See,
it does,
see,
yeah.
my idea of trash talking is to say short, ineffective things that people don't think affects them, but then it does.
It really does. Yeah.
I'm not all about wasting all kinds of energy and breath. I'm just simple to the point. Clown.
Yo,
social
Jack,
media,
what's that? What's
loser.
that? Jack, what's that nigga with the long jaw from Family Guy? Like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Quagmire?
Quagmire?
Mr. Like, yeah, I know you're talking about
That's-
Mr.
that's-
Buzz Killington.
Yeah,
Buzz
Buzz
Killington.
killing.
Oh yeah.
That's Bond. That's his insult like that.
Buzz killing. Let me Google this.
Pinky out.
All right, so let's read the very last one. This one's
I'm
good.
glad
Let's
you
make
didn't
this one a
ask
quick one and get into the Spider-Man and end the podcast.
Oh yeah, you ain't go to Alex.
Oh,
I'm just missing people today. I'm sorry.
you're missing everybody.
That's 3 times, man. Damn.
I think this one's really bad. I usually when somebody tries to talk shit to me, I'll just put more points on the board or I'll just keep winning. When I was playing on Xbox, this is gonna get taken out of context, everybody. I know this is gonna get clipped, so I don't fucking care anymore. I was playing Modern Warfare 1 on Xbox, and this kid was really saying some shit. He was a kid, he was like 8 years old. I said, I hope your mother goes back in time and aborts you.
Oh shit.
Damn.
That's fire right there. That's fire.
That's cold, my guy.
That's fire. That's fire.
I'm fucking with that. I'm
I
fucking
like
with
that.
that.
I like that.
No, I never said anything like that. Hard man.
Come on, we both said some shit like
Yeah,
that.
as for me, I haven't said anything as crazy as BG, Jack, clearly. Like, you know,
what you say? You just said some crazy, Kofi.
I don't know. I'm pretty calm, man, for the most part. I might just tell a man like fuck off or like
Not even in your Halo days, though. You wasn't
In
even
Halo-
some motherfuckers out in the lobby.
nah, but they're not like as bad. Like y'all have some intricate insults, bro. Like my insults are like yo, like simple as shit, bro.
I used to
Shit
get
is
real
simple.
offended when like people used to tell me my balls ain't dropped yet, or like I sound like a girl on the mic. That's when I used to start like roasting the shit out of people.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't really think of something super duper wild that I said. Like I've said bare basic shit. You know what I mean? Like
Do you
But I don't
play?
know.
Do you play like when you played games, especially in the past? Have you played with a team already set up, or a lot of randos?
I play a lot of in a party. in a party.
See, that's what led to most of my meltdowns because I always used to play, just with straight randos. Yeah, yo, fam.
My online, my glory days online
PS3.
was always in a party with my boys. So if anything,
I
we were
didn't
just
do those.
we're just really cooking each other. Like we would just roast each other if anything though. But like we're really interacting with the other team like that. I can't even lie. Like my game chat days, even though I was like really early on Xbox Online, the OG Xbox and 360, game chat days were really sparse for me in general. I don't think I spent too much time in game chat.
See, PS3 didn't have party chat, so we
had no choice.
Yeah, no choice. Yeah, so like Call of Duty and shit like that.
A lot of trash talk.
It was going down.
It must have been
going. I gotta say
What?
going to PC and then like playing games there was really good because I never had to say shit like that ever again. But then playing CS:GO.
Oh man,
Crazy talk. Even PUBG had some crazy ass talk in the beginning.
Well,
of this
CS:GO and Dota 2 have you guys want to talk about like, oh, Modern Warfare is the worst community? No, those you want to talk about a community that is like vile. Like that is it. Like if you're not good, if you miss a shot, and the thing is in CS:GO especially, if someone dies, they can spectate you while you play. So as you're playing, they're telling you what to do, and if you fuck up,
That's the worst.
then everybody fucking, and especially if it's like all four of them die and you're the last one left, all four of them are watching you play. And so they will immediately correct you if you do something wrong in the most worst way.
All right. So can you read the last one?
Last one. Okay, this is from Salazar. He just won a
Yeah, he won the
Copy of
giveaway.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. He requested a copy of Spider-Man. I
Nice.
already purchased it and it's having it mailed to him, so he's gonna get it day one. Shout out to Luis Salazar. He's been actually a really big supporter for a long time, so I'm actually glad that he won something. So shout out to
It would be easier if they just let you gift stuff now.
I know, right?
You know what? I was trying to send it through Amazon, but Amazon doesn't have Spider-Man available. Is
The physical copy, right?
Yeah, it doesn't
I
have
think
that.
Amazon been
now.
tripping, dog.
I think they
They
got
been
it
tripping.
now.
Yeah, so I had to use GameStop, or that's what you guys have in the same stop spot, whatever.
All right, so he asks, what's your favorite and least favorite gaming controllers of all time?
Bon, you have a lot of experience, gaming over the years. Favorite and least?
Out of the womb, right?
Out of the womb, right?
Beating games at 2 years old?
Maybe he's not there at the moment. BG, can you go?
My bad. I had it muted. My bad. So my least favorite controller is the Xbox One controller.
Okay. And your
What's
favorite?
your favorite?
I gotta say 360 and the Super Nintendo.
Okay. Erica?
And this is barring dumb things like the Jaguar. I'm actually talking about controllers people use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that we could remember. A lot of people aren't even old enough to play that stuff. My least favorite was the PS3. I did not like the PS3 controller. I got used to it, but it took a long time. I love the PS4 controller, and the 360 Super Nintendo is good too. Xbox One isn't that bad, but 360 is better, in my opinion.
I just don't understand how they spend all this time and money making controllers and they can't make a non-interangular and the bumpers.
It's the bumpers,
The
yeah.
bumpers are the worst part about that thing.
Bumpers is trash.
They're loud too. The controller's really loud. When I stream, you hear that thing the whole time.
Click. Yeah.
You hear all this.
Alex?
Yeah.
Best controller, Super Nintendo. Worst controller, GameCube.
GameCube. That's
Really?
interesting. Some
I
people
like
have beef
the
with you.
GameCube control.
GameCube control is good.
Yeah, I
Some
like
people have beef with you for that. Any reasons why you don't like the GameCube controller?
The C stick is really bad. The Y and X buttons are placed weird, and the B button's too small.
Okay. Jack?
Yeah, forget.
Favorite controller got to be the DualShock 4. Worst controllers is a tie for worst controller. The Wii U Pro controller, because it was just way too fucking light. It didn't feel like I was holding it. I like waiting to my controllers.
Did they have analogs at the top and like
Yes,
the buzz
and
underneath?
you know what?
Fuck was that?
Yeah, the
kinda
analogs
like
were
that.
placed so
I
weird.
kind of
on the
like
Pro
that.
controller.
I kind of like them at the top.
Nah, because it's uncomfortable going down to press buttons. bro.
I wish that
I didn't like
the
that.
Switch was like that. The Switch, the analog should not be lower on the right hand side.
No, they should be the same height.
And that's my second answer. The Switch, specifically the Joy-Cons, when they hooked up.
You stole
You stole my answer too.
Bro,
man.
it's so fucking
stole
awkward though.
my
It's
answer,
so
dog.
uncomfortable, bro. Like I don't know who the fuck play tested this
Where-
shit.
where's the
It feels cheap.
Where's the
It
strap?
hurt your hands. Horrible. Terrible.
Yeah, this shit right here. I might as well go since Jack added this shit right here.
It's pretty bad.
It's really, it's
Yeah.
probably the worst.
Don't even use it. Honestly, the best
I
thing
don't
for the
use it.
Joy-Cons
Yeah.
is
I don't
not
use
that.
it.
I'd rather even use it in handheld mode. So this right here,
Cool.
Yeah.
Trash.
is the worst controller
When I dock mine,
in my personal opinion. Definitely of recent years. My favorite controller ever. It's honestly a tie between the 360 controller and even the DualShock 4 is actually a really good controller. I have a little like gripes with it, but overall it's a really good controller. Like Sony did a really good job with that. But I would give the 360 a slight edge. I actually like that, unlike some of y'all that you're saying, but I actually like the Xbox One controller. I actually think it fits in the hand pretty comfortable. There's a few things I don't like about it, like you guys said, the bumpers and stuff like that. But overall, like it's a comfortable controller to hold. I like the placement of the sticks. You know what I mean? So
I had an Xbox One controller. I could never play with it though because of the rod broken. I had to sell that bitch. Yeah.
J-Man,
I mean, y'all already said my worst one, so I'm gonna pick a different one. I'll probably go with actually, Erica, you said what? PS3 DualShock?
As the worst.
Yeah. That was probably especially when they didn't have the actual DualShock technology in it. When it was just without the vibration and shit like that, it was mad light and it's already had terrible build quality, and then the triggers were terrible. I actually bought trigger attachments for the
trigger,
to make it more like a 360 trigger. So that tells you right there how bad that controller was.
Yeah.
My favorite would probably have to be, I'll probably go with the 360 controller. I really like that one.
That's a classic. I actually prefer the wired version of the 360 controller because the battery pack for the wireless is kind of annoying, especially like using the Xbox One controller now that you don't feel anything in the back. When I go back and I use a 360 controller, like a wireless one, the battery pack still is like kind of a hindrance. I prefer like the wired 360 controller. I think that's like really, really good.
Oh, so without the bulge in the back.
Yeah, without the bulge in the back. I think that feels the best, to be honest.
You don't like bulge in the back?
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Pause, my guy.
I missed it.
BG?
My two favorites, probably the Super Nintendo and the DualShock 4. Least favorite, the N64 controller.
Oh my!
Damn, you don't like this?
That controller is trash.
I'm waiting for somebody to say it. But that controller has like a little bit of a grace to it, though. You know what I mean?
That controller
man.
brainwashed you into liking it. That's
You know
exactly.
what? I gotta change my vote. I go to BG because I never use I always use the Super Pad 64s. I never use the red.
You never used the regular one?
Really?
Only Super Pad 64s.
Damn.
In fact, to this day, I drive around in my car with the Super Pad 64. Somebody wants to be
Who's
smashed.
catching that smash smoke?
Tell them,
Yo,
Alex.
fuck that revenge smoke, that no mercy, man. The rest of it.
No, man, not even that. Bro, listen.
Man,
That
play with
GoldenEye
Glacier
perfect
4,
dark smoke, okay? Laptop gun.
Yo, Glacier's
with Glacier.
was cheap as hell.
Yo, I play with Glacier.
Because Glacier
Sting.
TKOs you real quick.
Yeah. So that's why I'm wondering why Jack is saying like that's how I know you don't know nothing about no revenge, dog.
Glacier, dog.
That's how I know you don't know nothing about revenge. Glacier was actually really good in that game.
One to two Glacier kicks, 1 to 2 super kicks from Glacier.
Yeah, the one that you hold
You guys
down.
are sleeping.
Yeah.
You guys are sleeping on Akiman. You guys are sleeping on Akiman.
Somebody got feedback?
That's the way to go.
The mans that I use is Sting and Glacier. Those are my like two
I will
mains.
get Macho Man Randy Savage to choke you the fuck out, all right? Fact.
Bon, who do you use in revenge?
I just told you, Glacier.
Glacier. Okay. So Bon is a real nigga, low key.
I just told you, 1 to 2 Glacier kicks, it's a wrap.
Yeah, and the special's nasty too. The one that he kicks you, that's a TKO easy.
That's what I'm
Man,
saying.
fuck y'all.
Yeah, Bon knows the runs. Yeah, I respect that, dog. I respect that. All right, so let's get into the
But
big
I will
topic.
say that game
Go
has
ahead.
the longest intro of all time. It's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It has one of the best intros. The fucking fire,
skip that
touching
shit.
on fire with Sting. Yeah, it's great.
Should we do the super chats before? There's 3.
There's 3 more. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so Kid Smooth says one of you gold chain gamers need to donate me a Aver Media card. I don't know what he's talking about.
BG, got him, dog?
Okay.
I don't understand why you guys are buying these high-end capture cards. Don't these consoles have recording software on them?
But these
They're
guys,
not high quality. They're
they
trash.
can stream in 4K though.
They're bottom of the line,
They're trash.
basic.
Gamer Lives Matter. Remember him?
Oh shit,
No.
Mr. Tax Bracket
I'm
himself.
still waiting for him to fight an MVP.
He says,
Go ahead read the
shout out
comments.
to Kofi and PSP. They're doing good work on the Scrum side. They're damn near my tax bracket. So shout out to them. And then Solidus Wolf, shout out to him. He says, worst is N64, best DualShock 4. So that's the controllers.
All right, let's get into the shits now. It's time. It's time to talk about Spider-Man and the whole controversy. You know, I've been under a lot of fire these past couple of days for honestly telling the truth about things. I kind of went through this situation.
Tell the truth.
Assassin's Creed at being 1080p 60. I don't know if you guys remember that. What happened? You know, I kind of went through the situation with Recore. The load times. Remember that? That was all over NeoGAF at the time. J-Main. People were telling me I'm lying. People told me I was editing shit.
I thought Assassin's Creed got a 60 frames per second. But whatever happened to that?
Hey, same thing I went through Recore. It turns out it comes out. You know, the load times issue, the falling out of the screen, all the glitches were all true. The pop-ins. So now it's just another run. Now I'm talking about Spider-Man, and maybe the things I'm talking about people don't want to hear. Look, I never once said Spider-Man's an ugly looking game. I never said it was terrible, but it's undeniably it has changed since E3 2017. And I think the graphical detail of the game looked better in that trailer than it does now in its final release. Even the original reveal trailer at 2016 looks better than the final build of the game. I've played through all these sections. I'm far enough that I played through all these sections in the game now. So I did provide, because how it all started with this whole downgrade stuff, I definitely was not the first one to start it up or anything like that. I'm definitely not the first one. But something that came across my timeline, someone tagged me. At this point, I never had the game. It was Spider-Man. I don't know if Jack, you remember it? He was like diving through. He was diving through something, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it showed the comparison of it before in 2016 to 2018. And when we seen it, like the colors were off, Jack, right? The colors were off. The eyes weren't moving. Overall, Spider-Man's character model didn't look the same at all. Am I lying, Jack? It didn't look.
No, it looked different.
Right? So a lot of people were saying, yo, edited, right? It was edited. A lot of people were saying we gotta wait for like real shots. People were saying it was compressed. Those were all the excuses we were getting, right? So 2/2's Monday, I was lucky enough to get a retail copy of the game, right? So I started playing the game, and I got to these sections where people were talking about, and I showed how they actually look like, because people were saying we're using the excuse they're not direct feed, blah blah blah, this that, right? So I provided the correct information so people can judge for themselves, and the reaction that I got was absolutely like crazy, and I was actually shocked by how some of the community and some of my peers acted towards me. That, you know, I used to think that they actually fuck with me and that shit over a game and stuff like that, you know, all because they didn't want to just see the truth. So, you know, J-Main, Alex, Erica, I showed you guys some cutscenes in the DMs and stuff and some previews, and you guys seen the comparisons of the real screenshots. What do you think looked better, Spider-Man, the E3 2017 demo, or the 2018 final build?
I'll start. I'll start because I basically want this smoke. It got downgraded visually, period. What they showed you at E3 and what they showed you in the trailers is not what you paid the $60 for. Stop believing every game. Stop believing every trailer, because they do everything to put their best foot forward to make you spend that money. And everybody coming around showing me photo mode pictures, or showing me pictures from a CG scene, or showing me pictures from a trailer that's not in game, that's not in motion, that's all this bullshit. Doesn't matter, because it's not what's shown in the game, period. So don't come at me talking some smack like, oh, the naughty god and all this stuff about how a game looks when it gets downgraded. I'm going to say it right now. If Last of Us 2 gets a downgrade.
Ooh, you're having a field day.
If I get that shit early, I'm not even speaking.
It's not even a
Loki,
collapse. It's not even a collapse. It's a prolapse. coming your way.
Relax.
Straight up. Because the thing is, everybody who sits here and believes everything that comes their way and think, oh, the trailers, it happened in the trailer, it's going to look exactly like that in the game. It's never the case. Because even Witcher got downgraded.
Witcher definitely got downgraded too.
Witcher got downgraded.
But it still looked great.
No,
The fact that you point out that something got downgraded doesn't mean that the final product doesn't look great. I think there's just a negative word towards downgrade, right? So once people hear that, they think
it looks bad.
Spider-Man still looks great.
We never said it looked bad.
We never said it looked
And
bad.
that's the thing.
It doesn't look as good as the E3 2017 trailer. It's just
It doesn't. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, I just like the fact how all these big publications are kind of emphasizing like the puddle part. Like, nigga, it's not even the puddles. It's not
Yeah, I
the
was
puddles.
about to say that.
I was really I like. Are you guys not seeing what I see? Like, even
It's not just the puddle. We're talking about complete textures that are being like lowered in resolution.
Yeah, overall, just the lighting did change. It did confirm that the lighting looked better.
The thing is, people say, "Oh, the lighting." The lighting in games is one of the most GPU intensive things you can put in a video game. If the lighting of a scene changes, that's massive.
It didn't change for the better. They act like they changed it. It actually changed for the worse. The lighting looked better in the previous build.
The best one I've heard is that it's an artistic change. I was watching Smooth's stream. Shout out to Smooth, and a lot of people were telling him that Smooth, no, it's just an artistic change.
The thing what people got to understand is, I got this comment so much, but the developers said,
that too.
what else do you think they're gonna say to you? Has there ever been a developer that came out and said, "Oh yeah, our shit is downgraded, fam"? It will never happen. Guys, be smart. It will never happen. You're obviously not gonna say it's their job. I don't even hold it against them. It's their job to talk about the game. If I was like a community manager or anything like that, and I'd be like, yo, low key, this shit got downgraded from 2017, I would get fired. You know what I mean? I would get fired from my position.
Yeah.
So you gotta look. Honestly, look, if you got the information from someone like who like spews bad information, we're not gonna say no names because I ain't trying to give no one no clout or anything like that anymore that they have. You know, if you got some certain sources, but you already know, like, man, you already know, like, the track record and shit. Like, I wouldn't lie about something like this. So it was actually pretty sad to just see how people fucking laugh. And Jack's dying. What's up, Jack?
Oh, I'm reading some shit for the chat.
Yeah. Jack, what do you think about this whole situation with the changes? I shared some screenshots with you in the DM from trailers and thing. Would you say it looks better or worse? And I know you've been pretty quiet about the whole situation, kind of ducking it a little bit because I already know I know your stance, and man, I know you have to fight for Sony, and you kind of pander to that crowd. So, what do you think? Seriously, I
think it looks different, and like I said in my stream,
better or worse.
Some parts look better, some parts look worse. Originally, it was a darker game. It was a darker game, and some parts look better darker. But I saw some compare screenshots on Twitter, and some parts look better, like you can see like more particle effects and shit like that. But I don't really get caught up in the fuckery, bro, because like I said, every game that come out, every PlayStation game that come out, it's always gonna be this, and I don't give a fuck.
I understand.
Like the thing is,
I understand. A lot of people bring that point up. Sorry, Alex. A lot of people bring that point up, especially to me, about a lot. But Jack, have you heard me say anything about downgrades in Detroit? Please, so anyone here? Ever?
Not that I can remember. No.
How about Uncharted? Ever? Seriously?
No.
Have I? What else is real? Horizon. Did I ever speak on downgrades on
God
Horizon?
of War?
God of War. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that I'm pointing this out, I'm telling you it is what it is because I'm just pointing it. And the fact that people are like lying on their own eyes, they can see it, but they refuse to acknowledge it is really depressing to me. It really is depressing. I got people telling me that because I got a high quality screenshot of it, and people are telling me like, oh, yeah, the final build looks better. I'm like, are you guys really like dead ass? Like for real? Like
no,
for real?
The thing is they are because they're so invested in this cult that they have going for them that's what they do. And the thing is that's the problem with this whole thing. It's people not realizing that look, just because a game had a visual downgrade, one doesn't mean it doesn't look good. Okay, that's the first thing.
Right? Definitely.
Two, it doesn't mean it's a bad game. And just because I rip on Insomniac and I rip on Sony fanboys and all this stuff about this game being downgraded doesn't mean that one, I'm not going to buy the game because I am probably going to get it when the Game of the Year edition comes out because fuck that DLC, first of all. Two, it doesn't mean that it's going to look bad. It just means that they had to downgrade it, and what they showed you in the trailer isn't indicative of what you get when you buy the game. I don't know how many times we're going to go over this. Killzone 2. Do we have to go back to the original?
It's not even that, but people gotta understand.
They had to finesse you and then put that game on a console a generation after.
But this is actually common, though. You know, it's not even just like a Sony thing. Like vertical.
It isn't just a Sony thing. But it's
vertical slices
everybody
happen
doing
at E3. Like
they did it with Witcher. They did it like that's why Cyberpunk 2077 had all this stuff written all over it. The Division they did it with. Watch Dogs they did it with.
Maybe even Anthem. Who knows? If I don't,
maybe even Anthem they're gonna do. I think I guarantee Anthem's probably gonna have something like that too. Like every game goes through it. And the thing is, they try to put their best foot forward visually, and you have to know, stop going after a game just because it looks good on a trailer. Doesn't mean it's going to look the same way when you buy it. Be a smart consumer, like, and don't blindly follow this entire crap of like,
smart consumer.
Yeah, I know that's a freaking pipe dream and a half. I wish, but the thing is, like, don't blindly follow just because a trailer got you hyped doesn't mean that it's going to look that way. Like, why would you invest your time and energy talking to me on Twitter at 3 o'clock in the morning about how good a game looks that you haven't even played yet?
I've had people sending me screenshots of
you know what's crazy? I got people sending me screenshots of the game that I already have and like I'm playing at the moment. Like I'm playing on a 4K HDR TV
even after
on a PS4 Pro, and they're sending me comparison screenshots. My nigga, I have the shit, bro. Blackbound, what do you think about this whole situation?
Kofi, I was gonna say after you put up your own screenshots from your PS4, I had people telling me the devs said it's not, and they would not acknowledge that yours were from the PS4. They said they didn't trust them, and I'm just like, that's from the PS4.
It's crazy. Like,
what are you trying to prove?
Yeah, what's your opinions on like the whole situation? And you see the screenshots
of the game.
Yeah.
The frame rate is 30 frames per second.
30. Oh, we're talking about 30. We're talking like 28, 26, 20, 30.
I got to a point where it dropped bad. I didn't really speak on that too much, but I got to a point where it kind of dropped. Had a pretty.
Oh, spoilers!
Yeah, we probably shouldn't talk about that.
That's what I care about.
Yeah. But overall, the frame rate's good though. Overall, the frame rate is pretty good. As for the comparison, do you see no difference in these comparisons? Do you think this downgrade?
I never really looked at I saw you look at the Cyberpunk video, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be spoiled.
How about you, BG?
I want to pick up the game and play it.
What do you think about this whole situation? You know, you see me post up the direct feed shots and comparisons of the 2017 trailer. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean that was clearly like you could see some parts are downgraded. Do I think people act like because they see a part is downgraded, that means the whole game is going to be downgraded from what they see? Some parts are going to be downgraded.
Some parts are better, and I said that.
Yeah, but the majority of the game probably isn't downgraded as a whole. Sometimes there are you can tell an artistic change from a downgrade. It's pretty clear. You know, the downgrade is just lesser quality. You can tell it when a daytime, a time of day is changed or anything different from the water being lesser of quality, like it's missing a reflection, something like that. And just people being in I thought I was getting trolled at like some of the replies, like when I was talking on Twitter, like what you said about them saying like, no, the game isn't downgraded. I'm like, my nigga, he has the game.
Crazy,
to me, that's the best part.
It would be honestly if I was like a known liar or a known fraud or something like that. But
I don't know. Having the product should be the biggest trump card ever. But to some people, it's like that doesn't mean nothing. I don't
see it.
As the
Doesn't
game.
matter.
How are you telling him what it is when you don't have it? Like that's the shit that blew my mind.
Well, the developer said that's what you're going with. The
developer said, but do you understand they're selling a game to you, bro? Like, all right, go ahead, Jack.
Okay. We just touched on the people that's like, adamant in denial of any visual change whatsoever. We already know what's going on with that. How do y'all feel about the group that's like, damn, that puddle look different. I'm canceling my special edition console. Fucking something. Like, how do y'all
but no one co-signs this though.
No, it's some people like
I'm not co-signing this.
No, I'm not saying y'all. I'm saying, but it's
people. I wanted to provide the facts.
Feel about it?
I just wanted to provide the right information. Like people, like I see people commenting on on these other comparisons, right? So I brought my own shots,
of course.
recorded, so they can see. And when you look at it, it's been changed.
But have you seen the people that's saying like, "Damn, Insomniac lied to us"? Like people been losing their shit over this game.
Yeah, obviously that's gonna be some reaction. So I guess I definitely caught some heat because I provided the information, and people look, the PlayStation community and they ain't trying to hear this shit. The funny thing is, people act like I wasn't like hyped for Spider-Man all this time. You know what I mean? Like, how many podcasts have we done, Jack? Of how I express my excitement for Spider-Man, put it on my top 3 games of 2018. Like, how many times all of a sudden, some shit comes? That's what I'm saying. Like, what I hate about the gaming community is if you have any sort of like concerns or like you're just saying something, then you're automatically hating. I'm automatically now. Look, bro, I had an Xbox for 12 hours. Niggas were calling me an Xbox fanboy. Nigga, 12 hours, bro. It wasn't even 24 hours. And dudes were saying, yo, Kofi bought an Xbox. This man changed. What? Like, are you kidding me?
I saw that.
Are you kidding me? Like, I've got so much
Xbox.
Like lately, I was kind of going through it a little bit, but I kind of like had to like fall back, and like now I'm like I'm pretty cool, but like shit is just crazy. And the amount of people talking shit that you think that you cool with is just embarrassing, bro.
No, they was cool with you until
until I told you again, boss. Yeah, you're cool with me until then. So that's honestly fucking pathetic.
And listen,
and I know who they are. And I ain't gonna say no names. There's not no drama shit. And they canceled. They didn't get none from me. I ain't fuck with them no more.
Let's be real, Kofi. If you were doing this with Forza, it would be different.
But the Xbox, man. Different. Yeah. Those guys will be hitting me up.
Mm-hmm. They'd be hyping you up right now.
Oh, yeah. And the Xbox guys will be attacking me. Same thing.
Didn't we do this one day where you put the P in your name on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like all over you because of that shit? And you were like, Alex, I want to see what fucking happens.
All right, we got someone in the comment. The random guy says, Kofi, does it look different equal downgrade though? Yes, if it's less quality though. How else? If it's less, then what do you call something that is less? It's a downgrade.
Yeah,
it doesn't look as good. It's a downgrade.
But the thing is too, like this goes back to like a bigger topic. Like, how are games being shown when their trailers are out?
Yeah,
are you really showing me gameplay? Or is this some bullshit? And sadly,
we know that
vertical slices and all this shit, everybody's like, oh, it's gameplay.
They look the best. Yeah, they look the best.
Bullshit. Because clearly what they showed us and what we got are not the same thing. Does it still look good? Absolutely. But would I have been happier as a consumer knowing that what they're showing me when they first announced it to be the thing that I bought would be fucking great. Period.
And listen, it's absolutely factual that Insomniac Games targeted you because you became you're
the face of it. I kind of became the face of the
became the traction. Yeah,
I came the face of it. Yeah,
what you did gained the most traction because you had your own independent like evidence of this stuff. Everybody else was like posting shots of stuff they found on the internet. Yours was.
I had the shit. So that's why. That's why I feel like my shit is. Look, so if you guys don't know, we are obviously on Erica's channel. I got a copyright strike on my channel.
I was about to ask because I was looking for the stream and I couldn't find it on their channel.
That's why we're here.
Why are you not subscribed to the first lady of Press Start?
Put your tinfoil hat on, Kofi.
Yeah. But take this in. You see how I'm sitting, guys, right now, and I do understand that they're in every right. Like, look, I do understand that they're in every right. So I do understand that they can do this. The pettiness is absolutely crazy because this information is already out on videos before. So basically how I'm sitting right now, right? I had in my live stream, I had the main menu title screen of Spider-Man in the background, right? You could see the corner, right? So you could just see Spidey in the corner there. And I was sitting just like this, covering the screen while I was giving people no footage. Well, unless they count that as no footage, like the captured footage, no audio, and spoiler free. And my impressions were extremely positive. People who actually caught the live stream, I had nothing. Someone asked me in the chat, Kofi, do you have any complaints to the game? At the moment I was playing, I had nothing bad to say about Spider-Man.
When you got the copyright, because they usually give it a certain premise based off what the copyright was for?
Yeah, it'll say
It doesn't
audio
give me-
visual.
No, it doesn't say. You want me to? I'm gonna go to my channel right now.
It doesn't say the reason?
Because I feel it's targeted. And you know what's really
Usually it's
spooky?
a
Why it's
reason.
calling me conspiracy? Got my tinfoil hat. You know, the community manager, Jason. I don't know his name.
James
His name is Jason,
James
right?
Stevenson. James Stevenson.
After a whole bunch of people tweeted him an Insomniac about, yo, why I get flagged on some bullshit, right? He tweeted this tweet. He said, oh, I think because he showed something in the background. So like them niggas must have watched that shit.
So he saw it.
Yeah, he saw it. How would he know it? So he had to see it. So I feel like
he watched your video.
Yeah, he probably. I think that's what it is, and he flagged my shit. He
Because
flagged
people
my
think
shit.
you gotta be big for these people to watch your videos. No, you just have to gain traction through something.
Yeah.
You do.
Bruh,
I
I'm not
think
gonna lie.
because why would he tweet? Why would he tweet?
I'm not gonna lie.
the-
Can you
the
imagine
reason
how
why?
fun it would be going around flagging and snitching on people's stuff with legally? Just like gone.
Yeah, so
gone,
I understand.
gone.
I understand they have the right. Okay, you got a corner of an off-screen game. You have the right. Okay, cool. But the fact, what kind of pushed me to the edge a little bit is I go on other YouTubers' websites, right? And I see the exact same image, no flag. The exact same title screen, no flag.
Are they
So-
swallowing it? Are they swallowing the Sony? Are they
So
swallowing
I-
Spike?
you know what? The funny thing, I was swallowing only in that video, so that shit was crazy. You know what? I think the thing is, I think I was a poster child for the downgrade shit. So I'm pretty sure that's why my shit got taken down,
Yeah,
yo,
you had to
because
be a mother.
I gave the information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I filed a retraction, and we're gonna see what happens. I contacted the people who flagged me. We're gonna see what happens.
They gonna take that in a
Let me
whole
know what the
day.
reason says.
Yeah,
I'm interested in
yeah.
the reason what the copyright says.
All right, so let me pull it up.
Were you talking about like from the email that they send you or something
Yeah.
like that?
No, they didn't send me an email, but on
It
the
say
actual
it
page,
next to
right?
the flag what you
It
get
says
flagged.
next to the flag, right? So I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I'll
but
tell
the
you
thing,
exactly.
play
the
match, play
thing is, they honestly, they really don't have a case because that is
They don't.
I think
your
they're gonna take
physical
it down.
content. No, the thing is,
I
they-
got
no,
flagged for something on my TV before.
the thing is, you have to take their content for them to copyright flag you. There is nothing of theirs is their
Okay,
content in that video.
BG, let me tell you what it says. Details under content. It says manually detected. Okay, it says
If it says
claimant.
manually detected, they definitely watched the video. That's
Yeah.
an absolute right.
Yeah.
Manually.
Okay,
No,
It-
manually detected means they manually flagged. It wasn't a content ID match.
Yes, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. They watched
They
the
are on
They
video.
the
don't
video
have to
flagged.
watch
Yeah.
it. They just manually
They just
flagged and
flagged it.
snitched.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
They probably-
So they could have saw your title and seen who
they
it
could have
was
saw
and
my
just been
title.
like,
Maybe
"Damn,
they not even watch it.
I'm
Or
outta here."
okay, the
Okay.
claimant says Muso or whatever.
Yeah, Muso,
I think those are the people. I think
TNT?
they're a third party. Yeah, I think it's a third party group that Sony hires to
Right. Yeah.
privacy and shit like that, right? And so they flagged me. I called them up and shit. And the policy says video taken down. That's it. You know how usually when you get like a content ID claim, it tells you, oh, from this part to
It'll
this part.
say, yeah.
Oh, you showed footage. This part, you played audio here. Mine doesn't
Yeah.
even say that shit.
Yeah,
Mine
that's
shit says-
BS.
it's
just say that
bullshit,
because-
bro. It's bullshit. And they know it. I think I'm just targeted because of that shit. It's bullshit, bro.
You know what it is though, and I was saying this: if you would have acted like you were just speaking like speculating on the game, like the fact that they know you actually got the game, like to them that's breaking embargo off the top. Like even though you ain't under embargo,
So,
like that.
so that's why I'm glad BG is here. A lot of people said I broke embargo. BG, can you explain? Did I break how I got a retail copy of the game? Did I break an embargo? You have got many reviews copies.
Breaking and embargo. I've gotten a lot of copies early, and then I've gotten into a lot of embargoes by companies sending me it, right? So pretty much, if I get like a game early, right, or like all the stores around me break, the street date, right?
Mhm.
If I get online and I make a video talking about the game, just me, that's not me breaking an embargo. If it's just my face on screen. Now, even though I didn't agree to an embargo is still set for the game. So if I upload gameplay,
exactly, that's what my understanding.
But I
That's
can't
what
break an
I'm
embargo by speaking about something. That's not how embargo.
but it's still under embargo though, because
That's
you think about
that's some bullshit.
but
Take this in, Jack. So if right now, if you made a live stream with you on cam,
if I said I had
no footage, and you say I have Spider-Man, and you're giving, and even you're just bullshitting the whole time, they're saying they have the right to take it away from you.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I wouldn't want them to, but if you think about it, everybody up until this point who's played Spider-Man has only spoken on the first 4 hours of the game. So maybe if you would have been like, okay, this is from like the first 4 hours, like maybe they. I don't know.
Let me tell you what. I think this I think this directly ties into the fact that he, opened up the whole downgrade thing and then talked about
I didn't even do that though, but I became the poster child for that.
Yeah, you basically blew up.
I just provided the facts.
Yeah, and you gained traction. And the reason why I say it has more to do with that is because I've done that so many times. You remember all throughout 2015, 16, 17, I got a whole bunch of major games early and talked about them. Like early, before the games came out. Never had a flag. So it's really because they didn't like what he was, what he became the poster child for. Yeah. Remember, I made a video. Y'all might remember this about Until Dawn. I hated the game. I got it like a week early. Hated the game. I made a video saying, "Do not buy this game. I think it's trash." Never got a flag.
That's crazy.
And it was just me. It was great. I said the game was complete garbage.
I know for a fact that I'm targeted. How his response to the shit? How he said that? Oh, I think because of that. I think they were just finding any basis. It's cool that they flag for the off screen, even though it's kind of bullshit. It's off screen. If they want to use that as a basic, fine, I'll take the hit. I'm not like thing. But a lot of people in the community, from Spawn Wave to Dreamcast guys, all saying this is all complete bullshit, right? So a lot of people have been tagging Insomniac to take down the shit from my channel. If you watch the live stream, I didn't talk about any spoilers. I really just talked about my enjoyment of the game, how it looked, the downgrade a little bit. I wasn't even going in detail. I know Jack was watching. I didn't go. So I think
everything you said in that video was already out. Like I've watched many previews. Nothing you said was new.
I was new. I was pretty much saying I was enjoying the hell out of the game. Throughout the video, I'm like, yo, I thought this was cool. Best Spider-Man game I played. Boom, boom, impressions. We got other people making these exact kind of videos that actually use footage. No flag. We got the guy. I could show you a video right now on YouTube. Shows the full title screen. Not even blocked like how
they got way more views. They got
way more views than me.
Way
not
more
flag. Not flag. So I'm telling you,
it's all about his.
I'm telling you, it's about the tweets. It's the Twitter activity, and it's about the Twitter activity, and you're probably bitter and butthurt about that. I provided the right information about the change, and I'm telling you, you can't always go by how these developers be like, dog. Like it's just fact, yo. But if you guys want to shit on me for this shit, then go ahead, yo. But whatever, man.
What's going on between you and Hard 8, Kofi?
I have no problem with Hard 8. I spoke to him today. I have no problem with Hard 8.
What was allegedly going on?
But, because I was getting like attacked on Twitter by a lot of people, and me and Hard 8 were in DMs. He was asking me to share some screenshots, so I was cool sharing them screenshots and stuff like that. But I think there was a dialogue between him and Arsenal where it kind of, when I read it, it looked like he kind of, or skimmed through it, kind of looked like he was trying to throw me under the bus or some shit. Like I think like all of this shit happened, and so I made a tweet and shit. So, but I already talked to him, and it's nothing. It's all under the water, and it's okay. So it's no beef, yo. No beef or anything like
Kofi, I was gonna mention your tweet, the side by side with your picture.
Mm-hmm.
It just says, "Fam, you have 3.1K likes."
That's what I'm saying. They made it.
They saw that shit.
They had to.
How many likes did you have?
It made it
3.1K.
And you know what? That was also hit on Reddit, and it was hit on in Reset Era too. So it isn't just.
IGN and them making articles about it too, using that same comparison.
I saw one by Kotaku saying we're upset about puddles.
And it's not puddles; it's a pure downgrade on the entire freaking game, on that scene. Actually, from what I can tell.
I was actually scrolling through on Reddit just to see what people were saying, and people were actually debating what is a puddle. I'm not even joking.
It's not even a puddle.
I'm not even joking. They made it about that. Like,
all the major sites are making it about a puddle. Crazy. No one's. I never wrote fam because of a puddle. I never wrote fam because of the puddle, because
Puddlegate
look way better. Image look better.
Hence the name Puddlegate.
Yeah, so shit is crazy. So that's what I've been going through. Hopefully, it gets all sorted out on my channel and I get the strike move. If not, I'll just wait the 3 months. It is what it is. I was thinking about doing Press Start podcast pre-recorded, but a lot of people are saying that they want it live. I think the panel prefers it live as well. So we'll do it here on Erica's channel until the 3 months time comes. After this, we're just gonna upload it right back on my channel, and you guys go and support me over there, hit the like button and stuff like that. Or if you didn't catch all of it, you can watch it, the rest of it. So Yeah, so that's pretty much my thoughts on this whole downgrade thing. I think I put it out there. I never knew it was gonna be like such a huge deal like this. You know what I mean? I don't even really think it's a big deal. I'm enjoying the hell out of Spider-Man. I think it's a great game. I think people should purchase it. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, this is the best one yet. I can't think of a Spider-Man game that's come out that's better than this one. You know what I mean? So
here's a very simple thing. If Insomniac is watching our videos, if people are saying that we're the cause of all this drama, then we fucking made it.
Because people have been saying that.
Subscribe.
Don't flag me.
Don't flag me, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
And we made it. And if you want to hit me up, Insomniac.
Kofi, quick question. Where did you see where it said why they took down your video?
If you go to my channel, right, where it says your stand-ins, you know how the smiley faces?
Yeah.
I go to see details and I see video copyright strike 1. My title, I got Spider-Man PS4. Maybe that triggered it. Who too? It's amazing. First impressions. I click on that shit and it brings me to that. It says my claim, my shit will go away November 27, 2018.
Damn.
Yeah.
Come back to them.
Because that same,
but that's like I can still upload
videos.
videos.
Took down my God of War video, and I was trying to see like because when that had God of War gameplay leaked and people were talking about it, I'm like, there's still hundreds of videos up about that leaked video of that God of War gameplay. And I'm trying to figure out like why the fuck they took down my video and I never used the gameplay in my footage. So
I remember that.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
Maybe it's because maybe you weren't part of their plan, like you weren't part of what they wanted to do, and then you got that view out there, and you got to put.
I mean, I got flagged by whatchamacallit, Guerrilla Games for Horizon Zero Dawn on the other channel. Yeah, and I didn't have no problem with it. I wasn't.
Yeah, you got banned on Twitch before BG for that shit.
And but our situation is like different too, though.
I'm saying different. No, I'm only saying that because I hit the community manager for Guerrilla Games up. It's another Herman name, something like that. Something like that. And they took it away. They was mad cool about it. They was like, oh, just wait till the game releases. We'll remove your strike, and they removed it.
No one has told me anything like that. The community manager just said they'll look into it in a kind of snarky way. You could tell it was kind of.
Wasn't he kind of like?
He's like, yeah, we're gonna look into it, Kofi.
He was like, I told you we're gonna look into it, right?
He's like, I told you.
Really
like I said yesterday, we're gonna.
Because a lot of people are tagging him. Yeah, and I hope people.
Hey, probably get pissed off.
Yeah, I hope people keep the foot on their neck because this shit is bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. So, y'all tweet that Jason man and tell him to take my strike away, man.
Is it Jason?
James, man. Don't hey man, put some respect on James' name, man. We need his help right now.
I mean, that's crazy because I'm actually a fan of Insomniac. If you don't know, big fan of Ratchet, big fan of Sunset Overdrive.
Hey, we can still be a fan of their games, but not their practices.
I mean, now. You know, I like them a little bit less for how they're handling this shit. I like them a little bit less.
My thing is,
hey, we still on Resistance 4, though, Insomniac. If you listen,
I think this is all actually good publicity, though.
Hey, it's not resulting. I ain't blowing up like boomsticks.
I don't think right? No, but I'm saying for Spider-Man, though. I don't think this hurts Spider-Man.
I think it does.
No,
yeah,
because everybody who sees these articles are like, "What? Who cares? I'm just gonna buy the game."
Because people like if anybody wasn't buying the game before, they talking about it and they gonna buy it now to see what's up.
Imagine if this game score anything under a 90. People gonna lose their shit again.
I think it's gonna be a meta of like 87.
I bet it will.
That's a great score. People gonna make a big deal out of that. It ain't 90. It ain't 90.
From what I played, it's definitely no God of War. It's a great game, but it's no God of War. So I think it's gonna be in the 80s. I think it's gonna be in the 80s. It's definitely not God of War quality type of game, but it's a good game.
We even predicted that before all of this, though. I remember us saying 85, 87.
Yeah, I've been saying it. I don't think we'll touch the 90s. From what I played, I
said 90, so we'll see, though.
Yeah, someone in the Armin's chin says people are gonna blame Kofi for the low scores. People are already kind of blaming me for there's some fuck guy that I fucking blocked. One of my few people that I blocked. I don't really block niggas. And I seen a tweet that he thinks that because of this shit, sales are gonna be lower for Spider-Man.
Really?
What if they were? Who cares? You ain't getting paid.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
you're still gonna enjoy the game.
I'm just saying, like niggas don't want the truth out here. That's what I learned. So I'm gonna start pandering to niggas. I'm gonna tell niggas what they want.
Don't do that. Don't
tell niggas what they want to hear.
Don't do that. Fuck them, dog.
I don't think people have seen. It's Fame 2K did it. And he
Mhm.
goes, I want to tell you how much money you make when you rep a console company on Twitter and on YouTube.
Shout
And he
out
started,
to my dog fan.
and he went to calculate. He went to the calculator windows. He started putting all the numbers in, and then he divided it by 0. He goes, "You get nothing. You get 0 ducats. Nothing. So stop
Facts,
doing it."
though.
Yeah. So that's pretty much our podcast today. I don't want to keep you guys in here. I'll keep you guys any longer. Big shout out to Black Bond and BG for rolling through to the podcast.
Yeah.
Gave some great opinions. We're gonna go ahead and do the outros real soon. I just want to say Press Our Podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. You already know the deal. Check out our Patreon. What else? Yo, thanks for all the support. Anyways, podcast growing. Shout out to everyone watching and tuning in. We got a lot more content. I still got a lot more Spider-Man videos coming. I felt like I was gonna be. I felt like I was gonna be.
You sure you want to do that?
You sure?
I felt. They said November 4th. I was feeling extremely petty at a point that you want to see comparisons. I'm gonna drop some comparisons, right? But now I'm kind of just chilling at this point. So
No, you should do
I'm
that.
probably
You should do that after
right?
release date.
After like I said, if they don't remember, I check. I'll show you comparison. I've captured a lot of footage,
And just call it. Just title the video "Fam."
But right now, I think I'm gonna just chill. This is whatever. What it's done is done. I'm just gonna give you guys an overview and a review because I will have the game beat. I'm pretty far into the game at this point, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I definitely think you guys should check it out and don't let all of this drama, like steer you away from the game. The game still looks beautiful. I said it countless times. Just because I could admit that there's a downgrade from 2017 to 18, it looks worse. In that, at least in that particular scene and other scenes too, doesn't mean that the game overall looks terrible.
Yeah, we never technically ever
As soon
said
as September,
that.
as soon as September comes,
You know what I can't wait for? I'm sorry to interrupt.
yeah, go ahead.
If Digital Foundry does it.
Mm-hmm.
If Digital Foundry does it,
I hope they do comparisons. I really hope they do comparisons.
I want to see what they say, and then I want basically just to be proven right, and every Sony swallower just to.
No, man, his name is ridiculous. Oh man,
It's such a good name. It's such a good name.
Man, it's so
Anyways,
vulgar.
let's go ahead and do the outros, and we're gonna start with Erica since I missed her in the beginning.
I'm going first. There's some last minute donations, so I'll just go ahead and name off all the people. GLM donated 2 more times. Ravenflow.
3 more times. 3 more times.
Was it 3 more?
Yeah.
My
He just
bad.
donated right now.
Oh, yeah. Shout
Erica
out to
Dampy.
GLM. Ravenflow again, H-Dog, Superior Artist. A lot of them are just saying Kofi exposed fanboys. Here's to getting the strike removed. That's what H-Dog said. So you got the support here. A lot of support out
Yeah,
there.
shout out to people who've been like, been
Appreciate
actually like
that.
tweeting them and like supporting and shit like that, and see what I'm doing because like I've been through this shit type before, like we record, but it wasn't nearly as bad. You know what I mean? Now I gotta rearrange how I think about these fanboys, and I think I'm gonna loosen up on the Xbox dudes a little bit because I've seen some shit. I've seen some shit across my timeline. So
I think we all learned our own lessons because I was getting a lot of heat too.
definitely. I've
Oh
never
no,
seen this
no.
kind
See,
of
listen,
shit before.
I was born in the fires of perfection. All right, I am the man that is the heel of this. And if you want to bring heat, you bring it to me. But realize there will be a prolapes.
My whole thing that I've learned is that sometimes I just have to remember that I might be joking, but people reading it take it very serious. And that's the thing. That I'm
certain
trying to
games
learn.
too, like
It's hard
crazy.
though. It's hard because we're
It's
just
hard
having a discussion, but everyone's
It's hard to
just
be honest. It
everyone-
really is, though. I think pandering is taking the stance of I don't know or falling back. Taking that stance is a lot easier, and I think maybe I should just
keeps your
adopt it.
notifications clean.
It keeps you
Real fallback.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It keeps you. But if you actually got some true shit and you want to share, you're gonna face a lot of backlash. It just,
That's how it
The thing is,
goes.
people don't like honesty. Like I said before, they want confirmation bias. That's all they want.
with that.
I mean, look at every time like a game gets a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 for like Zelda, for example. Look at the shit that happens then. Like it's crazy town. But that's what they want.
Yeah. So Erica, wrap up. Thank you for letting us use your channel for Press Start
Yeah,
Podcast.
of course.
You know what I
Anytime.
mean? I'm about to upload this shit back on the main channel. You know what I mean?
2 more
But, you know-
people though. Sorry to cut you off.
All right, go ahead.
Superior Artist and Tariq also donated. So shout out to them. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, as far as my outro, it's been a crazy week. I don't know what to
It's
say
gonna get
anymore,
crazier
man.
still,
Like
I
I
think.
said, a lot of lessons learned. It's gonna. I don't know, but at the end of the day, we're all gonna still buy the game. We're gonna play the game, and that's always the message I tried to tell people. But you know how it goes. Anyways, I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys next week.
Jack.
Appreciate everybody for watching. Indeed has been a crazy week. Make sure y'all check me out on YouTube. Not Twitch. I think I'm getting unbanned on Twitch same time Kofi getting unbanned on YouTube. So y'all there around to
We'll be free
November.
together, dog. Don't worry.
Man, God damn. But yeah, man, Twitter, Jack Mood Johnny. Y'all know how to get in touch with me, man. Appreciate y'all for watching.
J Main.
Great show. Definitely damn near over this fucking downgrade shit. I'm ready to play the game. I'm actually hoping to get the game a little bit earlier too. So actually by this time next week, I should have it. So I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I want that game already right now. But great show. Appreciate the guests for coming through. And I appreciate for y'all holding it down in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Support everybody on the podcast. And we'll see y'all next week, man.
Alex.
Well, thanks everybody for coming by. The most hated member of Press Start Podcast.
Hey.
And just an update. Stream the series and all future streams will be on twitch.tv/ohnoitsalex. We are finishing up Metal Gear Rising and we're moving on to Peace Walker and then 5. So we're going to be there. So it's going to be on Twitch. Then the next day, the VOD will be uploaded to YouTube and exported there. So if you missed the live stream, don't worry. Check me out on Twitter for all your great Wrestling Heel promo needs. And whenever I go live as well when a new video comes out. So thanks everybody for coming by.
Bon. You good there, Bon? All right.
Hey
good,
guys,
Bon?
good podcast. Just
You fucking clowns.
good time coming out. I'm gonna go to the bar and yeah.
Yeah, go skydiving in the
pick up some
volcano.
girls.
You know what
I'm gonna go kick off at midnight. Clowns.
I mean? Clown.
I'm gonna pay $200 for this hamburger, you clown.
Then I'm gonna take it to the batting cage.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go dancing under this pool, you clown. Texas girl lady, you clown.
Yo, BG.
Love Bond. I'm sorry, he's great.
outro, bro.
Yeah. We'll podcast on Sunday next week. Well, this weekend. We should be changing to Saturday next
Hold on,
week.
when you ain't gonna be there, BG? Cause when you ain't there, I ain't gonna be there. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
The week after this one, I won't be there on that Sunday for a reason. So I'm gonna need you to be there. I'm gonna need you to show up, Jack. I'm gonna need you. But yeah, good show. Looking forward to playing this Dragon Quest for all the doubters, and I will beat it. Unless I change my mind, but
I'm gonna beat it in like 3 years.
You hear that music yet, BG?
What
On
music?
the game? The music of the game?
Oh yeah, I've heard some of the OST. Yeah,
It's kind of hard to listen to.
Yo, Bon, you back?
It ain't no Persona.
All right, yo. So we're gonna end the podcast here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all y'all, and we'll see you guys next week. Take it easy.
Peace out.
I lie.